is the Goblodyssey. It's like the Odyssey, but with goblins. Today is session 39, actually, not surprising, of the Goblodyssey. And today we have Even, the Shark Instinct Barbarian, Frankko, the Braggart Swashbuckler, G-Pain, the Summoner, and his Plant Eidolon Gimbolo, Mendax, the Scoundrel Rogue, and Puck, the Hair-Obsessed Cosmos Oracle. Same crew as last time, right? No changes? Alright. So, who remembers what happened last time?
Barely remember what happened. I don't know how I'm standing here. Nas, do the thing.
So we talked to Bruh. He seems unreliably stoned. We ask about Amani. Frankko was way into this because of the possibility of reuniting lovers and doing like a theatrical ending. We ask about the hat. No one knows about it. No one knows the name Kelvin. Gerhard talks to Hardin. He gets some mushrooms. Gimbolo knows that these are cytalesh, which are a mild narcotic and hallucinogens and can cause memory loss with enough use. We find out where Redhead Omani is and head there. Head back to bed. I'll be right in. We find on the way, we thank God for Frankko because we all failed our checks before about the creatures that held up the roof, the statues that are half man, half bull creatures, and we find out the bull is the animal Camelot. There was once a queen, Pasiphae, who was a witch who gave birth to a half man, half bull creature. She was also a witch. I don't know if I said that. Anyway, Frankko slow approaches them with music and then pulls Omani for a dance. He steers her away to question her about the note and Kelvin. Disturbingly, Omani recognizes the note as her own writing, but has no recollection of writing this or who Kelvin is. Even's able to confirm the paper's very normal, has to be recent because it's not worn, it's not wet, and the ink is intact. G-Pain and Frankko confirm that there's no records, there's no libraries around, and everyone's sort of like, yeah, why would we need a library, nerd? We find a way into the basement. We confirm that they get their mushrooms from the ruins, not from underneath this place. It's too dry. We confirm that there's some type of tower with mushrooms where they grow. We realize that Simul and Nadinka somehow are just gone. They just disappeared without us noticing. Even suggests we go to the tower. Everyone's except G-Pain's in agreement. We decide to go. At the moment of truth to leave, the others, except Even and Mendax, act funny and don't want to leave, and they all start saying the same phrasing about wanting to quote unquote spend the night verbatim. There's a bit of back and forth, and we realize something's up. Even gets close to Puck and just sniffs about him like a dog. Frankko's dancing. G-Pain wants to go check out the orgies, and even convinces Puck to check for magic. He confirms there's an enchantment on everyone, but again won't leave. Caligula G-Pain shows up, and Frankko does a puppet show. Even tries to convince Gimbolo to help us get G-Pain and the others out. He won't, because he won't do anything against the master. Even if Mendax tests the enchantment, they can't get through. Even says things like, I'm going to beat Bro to death. What do you think about that? And everyone's like, I mean, that's kind of uncool. I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I'm on your side. But so we realize that it's not he's protected them or is dominating them. Even in Mendax plan to confront Bra, but before we can, Simul and Nadinka come back screaming and crying that Raaul was taken from the tower by something. With horror, we realize that even in Mendax remember Raaul as the third person gathering fruit in the clearing. The others have no recollection of him whatsoever. Bra comes into the clearing, playing his pan flute, and suddenly the others stop screaming and crying and forget Raaul too. Even goes wild, and while Mendax questions him, Even beats Bra unconscious and takes his pan flute. The spectacle breaks the hold on G-Pain. Mendax tells Even to get Frankko and then steals Puck's scissors, showing him before running into the woods. As we get away from the manor, the enchantment breaks. 1 minute, Even and Mendax make no sense, then suddenly everyone's like, yeah, this makes total sense. Why would we all of a sudden be like that? We get to the tower. The tower is standing water in the basement. Simul and Nadinka are completely unflustered because they don't remember Raaul. We get past the water. We find bland mushrooms, painful mushrooms, and then psychedelics in the last room. Even finds drag marks and confirms that there's a secret door. We end up in a room that Puck determines was inhabited by half a dozen bovine humanoids. We sneak ahead, and the air gets bad, and we all feel woozy. We make it to the end of the tunnel, and the stone becomes well done and beautiful and fitted. There are Minitaurs. They don't talk, but they do use weapons, and they let loose their battle moos as we fight. They fight around traps trying to lure us, but we manage to take them all reasonably easy because Joe has some of the most ass rolling you've ever seen in this particular fight. After all the heavy breathing in battle, we all get crazy high and then just wander off. Even in Mendax narrowly miss getting stuck by side traps. Again, poor rolling for poor Joe. G-Pain, Frankko, and Puck wander the other way, and there's a cave around a drain with purple mushrooms. Then there's a cave-in that happens behind them, and a blocked cave on the far end. Frankko determines the cave-in behind them is an illusion, and just as he confirms that, a ball of fire blinks into existence on top of all three of them. And that's where we left off.
That is correct. Anybody remember anything else, or anything you want to call attention to, specific to your characters, or in general? No? Okay. So yeah, that's what happened. Frankko walked over here towards the cave-in, and as soon as he essentially interacted with it, he realized it was illusory, and you can see now that it's kind of like this blue throbbing thing over there. And there is basically just a hallway leading straight away. And even through your confused stupor, you do believe that this is the way you had just come from, and that someone made this illusion of a cave-in behind you. And the fireball erupts, and we are going to start a combat. I mash the roll all initiative buttons, I mash the begin button, and Frankko, you have won initiative.
Okay, and I still don't see anything, right? Like, I look around and maybe the fireball came from above, presumably?
It just came into being on top of them.
Okay. I guess I'll just delay until I see something.
Okay. And see something you do. So, coming from the other side of the hallway, you watch as something happens. Boop, 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 boop. Which one?
How do I kill this little overlay on the top left with everybody's stats? I've got like the little 6-pack of portraits
you go to the
with
cogs on the top right.
Yeah, which
then
module is it?
It's Monk's token bar. You can disable it entirely.
Word. Thank you.
No worries. All right. So Frankko delays, and out of the other side comes a thing. Public roll spells. Wow, whip. Okay. So, Puck, as you are in front, you are sitting there when an acid arrow flies out from the other cave-in and flies straight into you.
It's rude.
Let's see what happens, though. Yeah, 17 is probably not good enough. No, so you watch
It
as
is
this arrow of acid flicks right past your head and begins melting the stone on the wall behind you. And then you get to go, and you are in a fireball.
Is this a painful experience?
Yes, you are not enjoying it. You are actually being hurt.
Right.
You have been injured by the fire.
All right, I would like to leave the fire. I think that sounds like a solid step one. Yeah, let's. I do not have control.
Oh, I'm paused.
Oh, wait a minute. No, am I just
I'm the
on
best.
no, I'm just clicked on the wrong thing. I can't. So, fun story. I can't actually uncheck the doodler
Uncheck
in the
Wait.
like I can't uncheck that toolbar, and I also can't seem to drag and move it, and it is preventing me from selecting the tool.
Okay.
So,
Can you refresh your browser? Like if you change the
yeah,
settings.
let's try that.
Yeah, if you change the
No,
settings.
it won't even let me change them. Like if when I click on the check bar, nothing happens.
Oh, well, hopefully your browser's okay with it. So what do you want to do in general? I can help you do stuff.
Yeah, I guess scooch me. The arrow came from over here.
Yes.
Oh, 2, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 4. I cannot get to. Oh, don't like that. Don't like this situation. Alright, we're gonna, I don't want to walk on these mushrooms. There's a lot of things I don't want to do here. I guess we'll just slide back out of the flame. There.
Okay. And the cave-in still looks real to you. Like, so Frankko walked up and he touched the rocks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he said anything or what he said.
And let's do one of those.
Ooh. Okay. That's for me for later. That's Sanctuary. That's what? That's 2 actions, so you can move once and do that. Yeah. So did you want to move?
Yeah.
Do you want me to move you there?
Yeah. Move me over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know if you figure out why you can't move. Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try refreshing the browser now.
All right, G-Pain.
Sorry, I don't understand where I am relative to the boys.
You're here. You see your token here?
No, relative to Even and Mendax.
They are in a different hallway. They wandered away from you. You're all like confused by these spores going on.
I'm just
going on.
collectively wondering.
Yeah.
Am I still confused? Can I roll out of my confusion?
Well, you're not statistically confused. That's a bad word. But basically, you lost sense of direction and you ended up just kind of high, wandering in all directions. All of you went your own ways, and you are with G-Pain, Puck, and Frankko. You're all.
And I'm still very high.
Yeah, you're still kind of half wandering, but you're being attacked. Something's going on.
And the arrows came from far left.
Yeah, far right.
And what's all this shit on the far left? Is blue shit again?
That is an illusion. So it looked like this thing caved in around you. You were walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden, both sides of you had a cave in. And Frankko walked over there and interacted with it, and he is aware that it is an illusion. No one else is at the moment.
Okay. Can I walk over there?
If
Or is
you want
that
to. Yeah,
right?
you're in a fireball, so do as you will.
Yeah, I want to 100% walk over there. Actually, 3 actions Gimbolo, 1 action me.
Okay.
So I will step out of the fireball. That's 1.
Alright.
And then Gimbolo, I can't move him, but I
Where
want
would
to
you
like
him?
the edge of whatever I believe is going on here.
Okay. Yeah, Gimbolo can go to like there, and basically, I gotta click on the actual move thingy. He can go there, and he can move to interact with the rocks, and he can make a will save if you like.
Let's do it.
So he runs over there, sensing your will, and then tries to move the rocks, and realizes that there are not rocks. He goes to pick up the first big rock, and his hands just go through it.
Nice. He's a hero.
So
and
you intuitively know, because you share a brain, essentially. So you intuitively know it is an illusion.
And what's down the hallway?
Another cave-in.
A real cave-in.
You saw them both. You walked into here, you were kind of like confused and wandering around, and both sides caved in.
Sorry, the way I'm going. Are we at a...
Oh, there's a hallway. It just keeps going straight.
Yeah.
And you do believe you came from that way. Even in your stupor, you believe you came from that direction.
I guess I'll keep going. I don't have any skills to figure out where everyone is. Can I, like...
Gimbolo can move one more time. So you moved, Gimbolo moved, interacted, and he has one more action. So he can move further if you like him to.
Yeah, I like to move further.
Okay, so he moves down the hallway, and so on.
Okay.
Frankko, did you want to come up? Well, it's your turn anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
So I guess a few questions. This fireball that's in the way, is it like literally blocking all of these squares? Like, would I think that I could?
It is a sphere of flame kind of hovering above the ground, and you do believe with a reflex save you could jump through it without taking any damage.
Okay, and is it all the way to the ceiling, or is there?
No, it's not the entire hallway. So again, there are spaces around it, but it is kind of like hovering there, and it's hot. So you do believe it is a narrow thing. So I think actually it's an acrobatics to move through it. It's a reflex if it's burning you from its thing. So we'll go with acrobatics.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I mean, I think Franco's I'm gonna attempt to tumble through the fire if that's possible.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Because it seems like something you would do. So, well, I guess I'll just roll the acrobatics first, see if it's successful, and then
Sure.
see where we go from there.
Yes. Let me see if that's critically successful or not. I have to check. It is not critically successful, but regular success.
And then, I know this isn't an enemy, but can I get panache for that or no?
I'm gonna go with yes because I like it.
Okay. That over there. All right. So let's see. That was 1, 2, 3. So 20 feet of movement. So I still have another 10. So that's one move.
All right.
do I have any feelings being over these mushrooms?
You do not, no. And looking down, they don't appear to be the psychedelic mushrooms that you've known about. These are just purpley mushrooms that you're not familiar with unless you make a relevant lore check. But nothing feels weird as you walk past them.
All right, then I'm going to keep going. I have now with Panache, I have 35 feet of movement. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just keep moving along. Do I bump into anything along the way?
You do not bump into anything along the way, no.
All right.
I figured out how to kill that token bar if anybody else needs or has a desire to do so.
Where did we think that the arrow came from?
You saw it come from this direction. You didn't notice it when it first came out, but you saw it, like, it flew from this, like, somewhere over here, like this side of the room, across the room at Puck, and then splashed against this wall. I should have set up an acid arrow animation. That would have been way smart.
Well, I guess what Frankko would probably do is, now that he's closer, start just, like, slowly walking and waving a sword in front of him to see if he...
Yeah! That's effectively, there's like a seek action, or interact action. You can do either of those. So
okay.
yeah, so you spend an action to do that, and then make a will save.
Okay.
Nope. So you stand where you are, you don't get quite to the pile of rocks, and you swing your sword around, you pick up a rock, and you throw it against the wall, and it clacks against the wall and falls just as you would assume it would. And that's your 3 actions. So then its turn, and you watch as the fireball is gonna move. And the fireball is gonna roll on top of Frankko. It's gonna go. Oh, it didn't animate because it's a tile, not a token. Oh well. So it goes on top of you, Frankko, and stops. And it does its damage when it does that. Where is it?
Do I get to try to, like, dodge out of the way? Or
yes,
anything?
there is a reflex save involved. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, a critical success means you take no damage. And you would have taken 14. So you critically succeed and completely nimbly dodge away. And it's still in your square, and you're kind of like up against the wall and somehow not being burned by this fire. And then the something else is going to take a second action to cast... Right. He's going to cast Telekinetic Maneuver, which tries to trip you, Frankko, and fails. So you feel as though something is grabbing your leg and yanking it backwards while you're dodging this fire, but it fails to yank you down. And that's it.
Do I feel what direction it's yanking from?
It felt like it was yanking your foot backwards. It felt like it was behind you.
Behind me, okay.
And Puck. Muted or thinking? Oh, moving.
So Frankko wants to yell out, like, I think it's behind me.
Okay, you've moved to the mushrooms.
Just one move. How much is detect in combat?
Detect magic or like...
No, it's a double. Fuck. Yeah, we gotta get closer.
Okay, double move.
And do I need an action to maintain sanctuary? Or is that
so.
just...
Let me see.
Or is that just one turn? No, duration 1 minute.
Oh, cool.
So,
All right.
until somebody hits me, I got that going on, basically.
All right, cool. And I think,
All right.
yeah, there you go. So you do that, and you got one action.
So,
left.
final action, I will raise shield.
Ooh, fun. I like the animation. All right. G-Pain. It's your boy.
It's your boy G-Pain. So hearing this bullshit, do I see anyone?
You do not.
Okay, then G-Pain. I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm just gonna... Okay, 2 actions G-Pain, 2 actions Gimbolo.
Okay.
I don't think the range is good. I'll check on it. So first action, G-Pain, I'm just gonna shoot a ray of frost down the hallway.
Which way?
Straight line.
Straight line. Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Boom.
Oh,
Dicks. You
Okay.
dicks, evil guy.
Roll a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you blindly shoot a ray of frost, and there was a invisible Minitaur mage over here, turning back at Frankko. That puck completely walked by. But your ray, you critically hit and beat concealment. You rolled your flat check. So yeah, you didn't know he was there, but you aimed in the direction people told you to aim, and you nailed him. So go ahead and roll damage on that baby.
Yeah,
Critical
boy.
damage.
Double damage.
Did you mash?
26.
Oh god. Okay.
No, I did not. I did not.
Okay, so he's over here thinking he's invisible and doing great stuff, and you blast him in the back of the head with the ray of frost.
Yes. Oh, man, that was.
That's awesome, and that's a cantrip. I love how cantrips work in Pathfinder.
Yeah, that was so powerful.
So that was 2 actions for you, and you get your boy Gimbolo.
Jimbolo, I think.
Does that reveal him? Like, I mean, the frost got intercepted by this thing.
Yes, I think at least certainly G-Pain is aware of his place now. He still has the invisibility spell because it doesn't break it, but I would say that certainly. Make a perception check, Puck and Frankko. We'll see if you notice that because he's
Gonna shout like 20 feet from me.
Okay, that'll help the perception check. But what do you want to do with Gimbolo? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna charge this guy. I can move 50 feet, so that's what I want to do.
Okay, move 50 feet. Yeah, both of you have made it out. Like again, he's invisible, but you saw the thing explode on him, and you know vaguely where he is. So he's, whatever, unobservable. Oh gosh, what did I just do to Gimbolo? Good. All right.
Oh god, Gimbolo.
Gimbolo, don't die. 50 feet.
Yeah, as far as that gets. That's it. That's my turn.
Well, that's not good for the Minotaur Mage. All right, Frankko, you're on fire. Or in fire.
Well, yeah, I'm on fire, but not hurt. Or it doesn't matter. I'm getting out. So I have a big idea about where he is. It sounds like.
Yes.
Does Frankko think so? Does Frankko think throwing a smoke stick in that general area would reveal the outline of this little guy, or no?
You believe that it's possible, but the smoke stick might cause more problems than it solves. Like if you head in the right spot, you'd see him on the outside, but if he's inside smoke, it's gonna make him even harder to hit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll do some flailing. So how should we do this? I Jeff can see him, but Frankko can't. So what do I need to roll to see if I like?
You can do a seek operation, seek action, 1 perception check. You burn an action to do it, to know where he is.
Okay, so all right, so a perception check.
Yes. Takes an action, and then yes, you rolled well enough. Even though he's invisible, his stealth check is still not that good. Yeah. So you are able to see him, and you are aware he's in this square. He still has a small bonus to being hit because he is still invisible, but you're certain what square he's in.
Okay. And I have enough up there. All right, so I'll go up there, and I will come with the finisher.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Oops, that's wrong thing. Sorry, wrong thing.
All good.
Wrong thing. This thing.
That is a miss.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
There it goes. That is a regular hit. Yep, 14 damage. Got nothing against that. Badoop. I clicked on you.
That's it.
Yep. And it's the Minotaur Mage's turn. Alright. It does not like that it's in front of you. It begins casting a spell. Does anybody have a way to stop spells? No? Okay.
Until he does something.
So he casts a spell, and then he tries to gore you, Frankko, with a horn. E.
Wow.
A 26 is a hit.
Well
even,
done.
Even with your little
Good for
ninja
you, little
dodge.
fella.
Yeah. Gore away.
Gore away. for two massive damages.
Little fella.
And then Puck, it's your turn.
All right, so Puck sees him or is aware of him.
You
from
are
the
aware of him.
18,
Yeah,
or do you
Franco's
wanna know
has
it?
engaged him, and he took an offensive action now. So yes, he is plainly visible. Yes.
All right. So I guess Puck will just kind of turn on his heels after running down the hallway. Begin shrieking and run back and leap at him with the scissors. Let's see, I was 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Try to jump on his back and give him the old. Aw, that was a bad one. That is no.
No, that is a no. That is close though, because he's flat-footed because you're flanking him.
There we go.
Oh, are you hero pointing it? I see.
No, that was just my second.
Oh, that was your
second
map
attack.
attack. Fair enough. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a hit. And make a will save for me. Yeah, that's an illusion too. You just stabbed an illusion. And the damage you just took, Franco, wasn't actually real. And is that your
Well,
whole turn?
Puck is thoroughly irritated. Yes, that is my whole turn.
G-Pain?
Minotaur Mage is an illusion.
Minotaur Mage is an illusion.
Fuck, man. I shot him with a ray of frost. Okay. Do I have any?
And that would indicate like you believe that was a real person. Franco stabbed him,
Yeah.
and you were pretty sure that was a real person, but Puck just stabbed him again, and it's an illusion.
Do I have any sense of like where this came from?
Can you do the frost again?
Do the frost.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
do
a
that again.
fireball.
If you have questions related
gonna-
to like lore or knowledge, let me know what you're trying to think, and I'll let you know what you know.
I don't know. I'm not thinking that much.
Okay.
So, I should. Next cycle I'll have something to say.
So after his
Now-
dagger kind of passes through, Puck will shout back to shoot the fireball.
Yeah. I'm gonna 5-foot step down and shoot a ray.
How long is that, Ray?
I think it's super long. Let me check. 120 feet. Pretty long.
All right, yeah.
Attack
do.
roll? Joe?
Yeah.
Doke.
Nice.
Roll concealment. Roll a d20.
Shoot rays down this hall. Damn.
No, that time you do not hit
Wait,
anybody.
wait. Let me hero point that.
Yeah.
Re-
Do it.
really?
Shoot this bitch.
No, you
Fucking
still don't.
12.
You still don't hit him. Yeah. So you just blind fire, and then you like and no, didn't hit him that time.
I shout out, come out, you coward. And my last action, I will move Gobolo 25 feet.
Okay. 25 feet from where he is. Okay, let's see. 25.
Can I go behind Franco? Is that possible?
We'll go, yeah, you can move behind Franco for sure. That's only 20 feet, I think.
I'm good there, thank you.
All right. And then Franco, you go. You still think it's real, but Puck stabbed it. What did you say when you stabbed through it?
I would say, well, I mean, his hand just kind of goes through, and I guess he spits and swears, and probably doesn't directly mention that, but tells G-Pain to attack the fireball.
On it.
I feel like Frank would have no idea what any of this means.
It's entirely possible.
But it also wouldn't make sense that the ray of frost would be shot the way it was. Can I do something to like see if I think this thing is real?
Yeah, you can interact with it. You could just stab it. Whatever you would think to do. If he's tipped you off a little bit, you can just have a save. But if you don't understand how he's trying to tip you off, then you need to do something else.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, I think maybe he'll just try to like pass the sword through, like not a strike, but just.
Okay, it's still an action though. You waste an action interacting with
Yeah.
the illusion, but you don't waste your map if that's what you're worried about. Yeah.
So.
Make a perception check. Yeah.
Perception, okay.
Yeah, and also a will save too. I forgot it is an illusion. Yep. So yeah, you know it's illusion, but you do not see anything else. You just know it's an illusion in front of you.
Okay. Well, I guess he's gonna trust his spellcaster and goes on over to the fire and try hitting it.
Hitting the fire?
That's what Puck said to do. So I got no better idea.
Alright. Alright, go ahead and hit the fire.
I was thinking, I'll try to like poke it without putting my hand in it, if that makes sense.
Sure. Roll an attack roll. See if you critically fail at the fire. No, you stab the fire masterfully. You keep your hand out of it, and nothing happens. It is fire. You move close to it. It is very hot. You get your sword in there. It comes out a little red, or a little warmed up, and yeah, you are aware that this is fire, but nothing else seems to happen. And then the fireball is going to roll some more. And who do I want it on? It's gonna roll on top of Frankko? Gonna roll on top of Frankko. Yeah, that's fine. But you were so expertly able to dodge it last time. Alright, where is it? Spells. It's what, 3? It's 3d6, I should just know that. But there you go. Go ahead and roll your reflex save. A success, so you take half damage. You take half of that. And then... yeah, he's just gonna move. So yeah, he's done. Puck. What you got, Puck?
You're muted.
Oh, is he talking? Ah!
I saw his mouth moving.
Hello.
I don't have anything good for this situation.
Seek, detect magic.
Yeah, you can always seek or
Yeah.
detect magic in an area.
Let's see what we got. That's close enough to
Okay. Yeah, if you want.
emanate.
Where are you detecting? Which way? It's a cone, right? Oh, it's emanation.
Yes. Towards yes. Yeah, so 30 feet from
You can-
30
you can-
and
yeah.
then just a ball.
Yeah, it's a ball. It's a pretty wide ball.
Yeah.
You can get most of the hallway in it, actually. Like you can get the full half of the hallway in it.
Yeah, hit me.
Just, you like drop one like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So you can tell that this is totally an illusion over there. That is completely and totally an illusion. You can't see through it, but there is illusory magic there. You're well aware of that at this point. The fireball is evocation magic, and you detect 2 powerful magical presences here. You believe they are items with a quick glance.
Over by the drain there.
Yes,
Yeah,
below the
gotcha.
drain.
Okay. So Puck will call out the walls are false. And that's all I do, I believe. That's 2 to cast detect.
You can seek if you want, if you're looking for somebody.
I had
He moved.
a move and a cast.
Because the emanation is from him, so he moved there and then cast the... yeah, okay. G-Pain.
So that illusion no longer hurts me, right?
What illusion no longer hurts you? The fireball? What?
This Oh, this Minitaur Mage?
No, it looks like it's fighting, and it's still fighting like it was fighting Frankko in the beginning. It's still doing the same sort of thing. And now that you've seen it a bunch, you can almost see like the loop, that it's not a complex animation. It's just pretend fighting.
Okay, great. 2 actions for G-Pain. 1, I'm going to go look at the items. Or seek to the items. If
Okay,
you
you're
want
going to go there and seek. So that's 1 action, and 1 action 2, make a perception check.
Perception is here. Not that good at this.
Yes, just barely. You can make out. You hear you don't see, but you hear, like, moving through the mushrooms here, there is a person moving in this square right now.
It's like tiny person, smaller than me.
About your size.
So okay, if I have that was 2 actions, or I have.
That was 2 actions. You have 1 action left. Move and
I'm gonna shoot him with a ray of frost. No, I can't do that.
No, I don't think you can do that.
I'm gonna shove him.
You're gonna shove him?
I guess so. Like, where is the tiny
Yeah, okay.
dude? Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Probably better off hitting him.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can stab him too. Either way, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna athletics check him.
Okay. You can shove, trip, whatever you want to do. You fail to do it, whatever you try to do. So yeah, you try to shove. You try to shove this invisible person in front of you in the mushrooms, and you do connect with the body, but it moves out of the way, and then you're just pushing into the wall, and you kind of lose sight of him, lose feel of him. And then what about Gimbolo?
Okay.
He gets 1 action.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna charge the corner. Is that 1 action? Can I do that?
No, you don't have an ability that charges, do you? Like,
I don't have charge, yeah.
Even does. Yeah, so you can move. Where would you like him to be?
I will move. I will move here, actually.
All right. All right. Getting good. All right, Frankko. Fire again.
I assume G-Pain.
He shouted
makes
something.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, over here, and I'm shoving this invisible thing. Yeah, come on.
Good enough. So Frankko will make his way over. Let's see. This is my name there. Yeah. Right. So he'll come over here, and then I guess I can do a perception to see if I see him in that spot.
Correct. You can try to perceive him, or you can just stab blind. It depends how many actions you want to put into finding him. Yeah, you don't see him, but you have a pretty good idea where in the square he is. He's certainly in this square, and you believe it is a. Yeah, you believe there'll be a flat check involved for hitting him, but you are aware where he is.
Okay. Well, let's try to lasso him, because that'll help us know where he is going forward instead of just
All right. Go ahead, do your thing. Do you have a button for it, or are we still using the star knife?
The star knife.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
That's fine. That's not gonna do it. Yeah, so you throw the rope into the mushrooms, and it just falls to the ground. Is that it?
Yep, that's all I got.
He does not like this at all. He runs, and he makes a stealth check against everybody's. I'll do this one publicly because it's against your perception DCs. So skills, stealth. Where is it? 20. Who has a higher than 20 passive perception? G-Pain has a 19. Gimbolo just
Saving the day.
So you watch as neither of you 2 goblins notice, but this little Minotaur Mage moves like this, and he goes to move like this, and when he steps next to Gimbolo notices. The Minotaur Mage doesn't seem to notice or care, though. He's going to walk past you because you don't have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, not yet.
He's going to get to there. And then he's going to move that fireball again. That was one action. One action, and then fireball move is 2 actions. Kablumbla. So both of you are have to get hit by the fireball. So let me mash that button in a second, and then he's gonna cast another spell too. So spells. It's a level of whatever, a 1-action magic missile.
Magic missile, nice.
So he only gets 1 though, because he took too many actions this turn. So he's blasting G-Pain with 2 damage. There's no save, it just auto hits because magic missile. And flaming sphere, both of you can roll that reflex save. G-Pain and Frankko. And see what you get against that 11 damage. Success. A success. So you both take half. And boom, boom. And that's it for the mage. And he's visible now because he cast a spell. Puck.
This guy.
This
This
guy.
guy. This guy.
This guy.
He's running out of tricks though.
It's true.
I honestly considered offering surrender until you hit me for sort of 7 damage.
You're barely
Not
hurt.
okay. I'm not okay with that.
Oh, the targeting isn't working for some. I don't know. Everything's acting weird for me tonight. I
You
guess
click
so.
the button.
I just want my cool little zap.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Zap. I also noticed the problem that Gimbolo took damage that I gave to him and not to G-Pain, so I'm gonna fix that while you're doing that.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna scooch first.
Okay, so you
That
scooch.
was great.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not in range.
Yep.
And then we'll do one of them Jim Jams.
That's a hit. No tricks.
Nice.
No tricks. For 14 damage,
Nice.
that's a dead Minotaur Mage. Oh wait, was it only 12 damage? What happened? Oh, because that's enough to kill him. It didn't mark him as dead though. Maybe that mod's broken.
Nice.
Oh, because he's not in combat. It's a long story. But yes, it's a dead it's a dead Minotaur Mage. And he's dead. There he goes. Okay.
Well done.
All right.
Oof.
His fireball winks out of existence, and so does his
How
illusion.
about those walls? Yeah. All right.
That was tough.
Yeah,
Now
they're
the
both
boys.
little minis for mage. Do you have any sweet loots?
That's a great question. And also, before I forget, I will open this secret door that reveals the rest of the hallway. Yeah, so you go over to him, and he does have some loot on him. He does. He has a staff, an unusual ring, a stone that none of you, I guess maybe G-Pain would have noticed, or sorry, Gimbolo and G-Pain would have noticed it as he ran away. There was this stone kind of floating around his body and his head as he was moving. And it was very, very hard to see, but Gimbolo and thus G-Pain, since they share a consciousness, saw that. So there's a weird floating stone that is now collapsed next to his body, and he has an invisibility potion.
Nice.
So I can do that. Let's try both of these.
I'll pick up the stone if I'm familiar with it.
So that first one's for the ring. Can you see that? Yes, okay, cool. And if I go over here and send this to chat. So you can mash those buttons. If you have, only pick one for each item. If you have any of those and you'd like to try to identify what this thing is, go ahead and click that. G-Pain does not know. Puck does not know. G-Pain does not know. Puck does not know.
Boo.
No one knows anything. Franco does not know. Franco does not know. Really?
Mendax.
That's
Oh,
impressive.
Mendax isn't here.
That
Mendax
is
knows things.
impressive. And there are 3 critical failures in there.
God damn it.
That's impressive. So yeah, none of you know what these items are.
Let's get him out of the way identifying items.
Best-
That's my
best
favorite place to have a critical fail.
Fair. And you can also just put items on. You can just.
Does Gimbolo know about either of them?
Does he know?
I guess I don't like that you get double knowledge checks, but yes, go
Ah,
ahead. We're gonna talk about this. Gimbolo
Don't
fails.
say that.
Gimbolo failed. Gimbolo got the
don't-
closest.
Let me cheat.
Gimbolo failed by 2, and that was the closest.
Do I know anything about this stone?
No, those are both of them, right? You're right. Yeah, no one knows anything about these things.
Oh, the stone. Yeah, that is stone. Sorry.
Yeah, there was a floating stone that
Puck
G-Pain,
will
you
pick
alone
the
are
stone
certain
up
it's
and
floating.
put it on top of his head.
I'll shove the invisibility potion into Franco's hands.
Okay.
Okay.
If I click on him and I click on, isn't there like a make lootable button? I thought there was. I thought there was a make lootable button.
G-Pain, after seeing that he doesn't know shit about anything here,
Mhm.
as everyone's doing stuff, I start storming down the hallway. He's pissed.
Okay.
He's swearing in Goblin, pissed that he got duped by a stupid Minitaur Mage.
Alright. You keep tramping on down the hall. So who's taking the ring and who's taking... Oh, Puck took the stone and put it on his head, yes?
Yes.
It is a odd purplish blue rainbowed stone as you pick it up.
Like the familiar purple and blue, or no?
Sorry?
The familiar purple and blue, like the moats color.
It is familiar, yes. It is both of those colors, correct. And it's kind of reflective in such a way that when you move it, these are dark hallways, but assuming you have light at all, you would be able to see that when you move it, the colors kind of move a little bit. It's like reflective in an interesting way. And Puck, if you put it on top of your head, it begins floating around you. You have no idea what it's doing, but it is now floating in odd revolutions around your head, like your head is the sun and it is a planet now. You catch
He'll reach out as it comes around and try to catch it.
You can. It does not fight you at all, and if you catch it, you catch it.
All right, so he'll just kind of stick it in his pouch, I guess, for now.
All right.
With that information.
All right, give that to Puck.
So that I'm not cheating.
Okay. And there's a ring. Is
Cheating
somebody
is
pocketing
best.
the ring? Or putting it on?
I'll take it. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. You can...
Unusual ring?
It's an unusual ring. It's on your sheet.
Oh, thank you.
If you want to put it on, let me know. And that's it. You guys are good?
No, I don't do that.
This drain,
I don't do that.
Sorry?
that drain, is that real? Like,
There's a drain there. It's like there's a little moisture down here. The ceiling here drips a little bit, and there is a drain, and there is fungus growing near it.
Franco would stick his ear to it. Well, actually, we can see in the dark, can't we?
You can, yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so can we look down the drain and see what's there?
There is a narrowish pipe. You believe you can fit into it, but it would be a squeeze. And it goes down and then turns. It is a stone pipe.
Somebody say squeezing.
I did.
Does the so Franco will also, like, I guess first using his hands, just grab the cover and see if it moves at all.
It does not. You believe you'd have to break this grate or somehow figure out how it works mechanically.
And again, if he uses his sword down there and tries to gently pry, it also says it doesn't come up either.
Yes, it does not come up easily, no.
I don't know how interested I am in going down a drain, but it's good to know that's an option. Onwards.
Agreed.
All right. So G-Pain turns the corner, and that's basically where the map ends. That's the entirety of this section of the corridor. So everybody continues on their way in their mildly inebriated states, and now we all make a.
Have we noticed that we are mildly inebriated?
Yes, it is plainly aware to pretty much everybody that you feel diminished a bit. When you were in your fights or when the traps were going off, you gained a little bit of adrenaline and got into the moment. But as soon as things calm down again and you're talking about moving on, you realize exactly how high you are again. And that's when everybody rolls a will save.
Oh, that's not a good...
Yeah, nobody passed.
I'm gonna do the thing.
You're gonna do the thing? Oh, and as a note, Naz has a hero point from a write-up. I did mention this earlier. And Mendax, you were the MVP, so you have another hero point.
I'll do a reroll because it's a critical failure.
Yes, that is true. Even, Puck, Yeah, even in Puck have critical failures.
Yeah, I'm re-rolling also.
Good point. Okay, so go ahead and just mash the will save yourself then.
Roger.
Ugh.
No, worse.
No.
Come on, 22
Not
isn't
worse.
good enough, Joe. Come on.
Sorry?
Come on. 23 isn't
A
good
23
enough?
is not good enough, no.
I was shooting shit in the hallway.
Alright, so you all go in your random directions again. None of you are capable of doing anything about this. I roll a d6.
What are Mendax even fighting? Nothing?
They dealt with a trap, and now we'll see what happens. So,
Oh boy.
let's see. 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, that's interesting. Let's do Mendax's first. Mendax rolled a 6. 6 is a good number.
The death number. Got it.
Yeah.
Mendax has a great number. So, Mendax, you are walking around aimlessly. So again, you and Even were together, and somehow you were just walking. You were together, and now you're not together. And you didn't notice him leave. You didn't notice that you split up. It's just all of a sudden you took a different turn, and he was distracted, and now you're separated.
So what I did is I reached down and grabbed the rope. I was going to tie it to Even. I look up and he's gone. I was going to tie a rope to him.
God damn it!
He was just here. I was just going to tie a rope to him.
And
All right.
you
Let's see,
stumble around, and you find yourself.
Which way did I go?
You find
Oh,
yourself
great.
in a squarish room, and you're looking around at the cool things carved on the walls. When you hear something, you hear.
Where can I yell stealth?
you're just bumbling around because you're high off your balls. Where is it? You hear. And something comes clomping.
Oh, good.
Something comes clomping out of the maze. So you are horrified to see a not so mini Minotaur.
Oh, cute.
And he is rushing straight at you. So he gets a round or whatever, and he charges you and is going to do this. He has an ability called. First is the roar he did, Haunted Fear. You need to make he makes a demoralize, which is intimidation. Boom.
He's completely by himself.
He's completely by himself, and the Minotaur rushed out. It roared from around the corner, which your will save is just good enough, actually. Do you have any bonuses to will I should know about?
I wish. My saves are not the strong point.
Okay, so you are
Frightened one.
frightened one. You were frightened one, and then he runs in and does his powerful charge on you. And I was supposed to change the music because this is supposed to be scarier than this music.
Yeah, that powerful charge is pretty scary.
Yes.
For sure, Mendax is dead.
He's fine.
Everything's fine.
A 27 is a regular hit, even with your cool dodgy stuff.
Even with my dodge.
Yeah, and then his damage
That's
is boom. 12. Not that bad. So he hit you, and then it's your turn.
Oh, cute. Did I get rid of this? No, I didn't. Thank goodness I didn't get rid of this yet. Ooh. Because I'm always supposed to be with somebody. It's on my list of getting rid of it. Maybe I should,
But here you are.
All right, I'm going to.
And, here's that for you. Just for a little.
Oh my. Oh my. All right, well, we're going to try tumbling through.
Go Mendax.
Oops. All right. What kind of roll do I need?
Athletics or acrobatics. Sorry. Blah, blah.
Acrobatics. Good answer. Oh,
that is
that's
not
such a
gonna
good
do it.
roll. No, luckily though, I have a hero point.
All right.
So we're gonna.
Hero.
Here's what I meant to do.
Yes, that works. That's a regular
All right.
success.
Now you're flat-footed.
Okay.
Pack number 1.
Yep. That is a miss.
That's all right. We will take a -5 and do attack number 2. But take it. Well, not that I know. Yeah. Oh no.
No, that is a critical failure. So, you... This is a melee weapon. You deal the attack's normal damage to your shield. Okay, if you don't have a shield. So you stab where you would have a shield.
Well, usually even's my meat shield, so I hit even.
Yeah. So he gores you, and you tumble through him, and you try to stab him in the back, but he dodges out of the way of both of your strikes, and he turns around and snorts.
Well, thank God none of my friends saw me miss these attacks.
And his snort is almost like a laugh as he takes a cut at you with his great axe. Missing. And
Ooh.
as he swings, he leans into the swing and turns and runs into the labyrinth, disappearing.
That's cool.
That was him. And where was this one? Back to the thing. All right. I should have saved that list of the d6s. That was Mendax. Who got?
Can I
the
follow
5?
him, or is this
You can try to chase him if you want.
stealth? Stealth follow.
Well, if you're doing stealth, you're moving half
The
speed.
problem is
He's
I don't
not moving
have
half
that
speed.
ability. Yeah, half speed, but I'll use 3 actions to do it and see what happens. That's on my action. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
5s for Frankko G-Pain, 4 for Puck, 3 for Even.
Thank you. Roll a stealth check, Mendax, to see how that goes for you. Yes. 5s for Frankko and G-Pain. That's a fun one. Let's go with 5s. All right. Frankko and G-Pain, right?
That's a good stealth check.
I'm good at something. Apparently, I'm not attacking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's G-Pain? Where's G-Pain?
Oh God.
G-Pain.
Oh God.
We're all here. When I paste tokens, do you guys see them? Like, is the map center on them?
Yes.
That's neat. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Whoa.
You are walking down, and you manage to stay together. You all bumble in the same direction, and you find yourself in some sort of a crypt. You see big, what do you call this? Like a stone casket. Why my brain broken?
Sarcophagus.
We'll go with sarcophagus. Yeah, that sounds right. You see 3 sarcophagi in this room.
What the fuck is going on, man?
What
In
what is
terms
that?
of
What does that look like? That statue there.
G-Pain,
That is a statue of just a human in plate mail. Looks like a knight standing there.
And what is it? Does it have like an egg on its head or something?
No, it's just a helmet. It's not anything weird.
This is just a regular bowl.
Yes, it looks like either a brazier or something like that. There's ash in the bottom of it from a long time ago.
what's behind us?
Nothing. You came from this way. You just wandered into this room.
Of the wandering. Okay, cool. Gimbolo, go. Anything? These are stairs, yeah?
Yes, there are stairs that lead up. So this one sarcophagus is on a raised platform, and the other
Okay.
2 are lower down into those recesses. So you're sending Gimbolo in?
Yeah.
It's kind of cheap gas now, but we've been not high enough to heal ourselves before we bumble along.
In this case, I'll say yes now, but in the future, if you want to stay somewhere, you can stay somewhere. We'll see how that works out for you. But you can, yes. If you would like to spend minutes healing yourself, you can do that. But
Well, I mean,
What?
I meant like one of the healer that was with me.
oh,
Don't do it.
fair enough.
Used to be with me.
Let's say no for now, and we'll deal with it again. Apologies, I should have brought that up. Yeah, that's a good point.
No
All
worries, no worries.
right, so G-Pain.
I did take like 4 rounds to heal myself, for what it's worth. Sorry, 16 rounds.
16.
Which is-
rounds.
Yeah, I don't know if I had that time, so I'll
that's
take
like
that back.
that's like 2 minutes. That's fine. Okay. So
Yeah,
you're
after
here.
before we got into this bullshit.
Gimbolo
but yeah.
walks up there. There's a sarcophagus there, and there is the ancient Greek written on it.
What language is Greek? Like literally Greek?
It's ancient common, but in the game it has been Greekish.
Can you read it?
He can't, unless you tell me. I mean, you know your languages, not me.
Yeah.
I have the ring, but I don't know what... I don't think we ever decided what I chose for the day.
They all speak ancient Greek, so probably that.
Yeah, they have all been speaking ancient Greek. That's true.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do I see?
You see an inscription that says, "Here lies Minos, Lord of Kirid, and his wife, the witch Pasiphae, who cowardly took their lives when all seemed lost. Despite this, we bury them here in honor, of hopes of appeasing their spirits, calming her son, and undoing the curses they brought to this land."
What do I see on the other ones?
They are labeled. This one says, this is Pasiphae, and it says just some words about her as a witch. They're not kind words, but they are also not objectively unkind. They are referring to her specifically as a witch who has brought curses to this land. And the other one is labeled Asterius and is covered in bull imagery.
Anything notable in these things back here?
Toss me a perception check, everybody.
Let's defile those graves.
I'm very close to doing it.
Yeah, you're rolling for your tree boy.
He's doing
He's
it.
gonna do. Of course, he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
He's the only guy who can roll dice. You look at the grave goods, and everything is extremely ancient. So Frankko, you were asking, or G-Pain, I forget who, we were asking about the stuff behind it. Everything is extremely ancient. Like, you lift the lid off one of the urns, and everything inside is rotten or turned to ash. It's just gone. This is an ancient tomb. Gimbolo, of all people, realizes that this sarcophagus is actually slightly opened. Like, you can tell that it looks like it was opened and not closed all the way.
He's gonna. I send him the signal. Flip it open.
Okay. And he does so. He flips this huge thing open, and you see inside a human-sized skeleton wearing plate mail with a parrying dagger across his chest and wearing a silver-gemmed crown.
I turn to Frankko, and I say, "I'm gonna start hitting this thing unless you tell me not to."
So Franco comes up to look at it.
I'm glad I checked in.
I guess without actually touching around or putting his face directly over it, can I kind of just peek in to see if I can see any mechanisms for a trap?
Yeah. So you do that, and you actually notice as G-Pain said, he flipped the lid off. He didn't gently move the lid. He flipped the lid off, and you can see on the top of the lid there is a mechanism that it seems like it has a chamber that you believe could have been filled with gas or something else, and a mechanism that would have shot the gas out when the thing was open, but it must have already been tripped. Someone must have already opened this and presumably hurt themselves or died.
Okay.
But it is inert. There is no more gas. It's not a magical trap that you can tell. It looks like a purely mechanical trap that is done. Spent.
Okay, so Franco hops back down the stairs and he says, "Just let me get in position first." And he stands there and just kind of ducks down and has his rapier out ready for something to pounce, and then tells G-Pain or Gimbolo to go ahead and pluck the crown or whatever they're going to do.
Okay. And my hero point alarm went off. So Frankko, take one. I enjoyed your tumbling and stabbling. And
Stabbling.
yes. So boom. We're back. G-Pain. What are you doing?
I'm gonna strip him down and then start hitting him.
You're stripping him down first and hitting him? What's the order of operations here?
G-Pain is stripping, Gimbolo is hitting.
Okay, so you're reaching for gear and your plan is attacking. So the bones are brittle and ancient and turn to dust as your tree companion is just smashing them. The armor is well preserved and resilient. You believe just by looking at it and the age of everything else in this room that certainly the weapon and the armor are magical.
Sweet.
The crown is old, but not seemingly magical. It does seem like tarnished with age, but looks extremely expensive. It looks like the crown of a king.
Fantastic. I fully loot that body.
All right.
Just
Heavy.
pile
It's in full plate. The full plate is not.
I do.
Hmm?
Yeah, I do show Franco and say we need to split up this full plate. But I start waving the crown around like woohoo.
What are we gonna do with 200 pounds of human-sized full plate mail armor?
Sell it to some random merchant.
Where are we selling shit? We haven't been able to sell shit for a year and a half.
Joe, do I have to consider the weight of the full plate?
Yeah, someone's carrying it. It's certainly too much for you. Like, Gimbolo can carry it, but he has to drop it every time he fights, basically.
All right, I'll just take the crown and then say there's full plate.
Okay. I am moving it to your sheet. The crown. You're not leaving the plate. Are you taking the dagger? He's got like a long dagger with a parrying guard on it.
No, I leave that for Franco.
Franco, would you like a
Unless he wants the
obviously
crown.
magical
I'll take
parrying dagger?
It seems logical, right?
Alright.
We'll want one of me eventually, but I'll take it for now.
I have dragged it to your sheets. And the full plate you're leaving there? Yeah?
Yeah, we can't get it for full plate already.
Okay.
Although I want to.
And
Okay.
yeah,
None of us could wear it, right? Not even. It's human-sized, and we're
yes,
little
we can
goblins,
hand wave it
right?
with time. No one could slip it on in the dungeon, but weeks on a ship, you could turn that into something if someone actually cares. Yeah.
Okay, that's noteworthy.
Yeah.
We'll
In
come
general, with the crafting rooms of Pathfinder 2, I'm fine with you fucking with things. Yeah, moving runes, changing armor. We'll figure it out. But yeah. So are we lugging the full plate? Are you giving it to Gimbolo to carry and drop around, or what?
Not even there. I should shut the.
How valuable is it? Like, can you tell me?
Full plate armor by itself is very expensive.
Extremely expensive.
To a commoner, just the metal and the workmanship is expensive, and you believe it's magical based on the fact that.
I turn to Franco and I say, "This looks like it's worth it, but it's gonna slow us down. Are you okay with that?"
If we need to drop it somewhere else, we drop it somewhere else.
Okay,
Fair.
he'll lug it.
All right, I'm putting it on G-Pain's sheet, but we'll just
Yeah.
remember that it's in Gimbolo's and he's hindered unless he drops it. Okay. And the bones, again, they just turned to dust. There was an ancient king here, and you've taken all his shit and turned him to dust.
I will check the other sarcophaguses or guy.
Okay, there are two. There's Pacifies and Asteriuses.
More items.
Do we maybe let's have the tree who might not be as affected by the gas open it instead of one of us.
True.
Let's stand a little bit clear of it.
Yes. I stand back and I will remind the GM that I do have lifelink, so I can. Sever ties or whatever. So if
Okay.
he dies, I can still not die. And I tell him
Good
put
to know.
down the full plate, and I tell him to go push the sarcophagus open.
Nice.
Flip him.
Stand where you're going to stand, and then which sarcophagus are you going for? Pacifies or Asterius? This is Pacifies, this is Asterius.
It's always good. Stand where you're gonna stand.
Yeah, place your tokens on the map, please.
Me and my boys I'm hiding up here with Franco. I don't know what he's up to.
Yeah, there we go. Yes. Get some cover.
Are you hiding behind the sarcophagus?
No, I'm going over here.
Okay. And he throws open Asterius's sarcophagus and reports to you telepathically, G-Pain, that there is nothing inside. It is completely empty.
Okay. Same shit. Other side. Actually, I stand where I am. 10-foot reach, bitch. Let's do it.
Yeah, so you crack open that one. And Gimbolo peeks in, and he sees a female human-looking woman and reports to you that she is not a skeleton. She has skin and hair.
And alive? Awake?
No.
I bring him back. I say, yo, there's like a real person in there. To Franco.
Did Kimball give any more details about her?
He can't suss out much more than that. We have to go together.
Okay.
Let's do it, shit. We're brave.
All right. What are you doing? Oh, Franco.
basically while peeking around the corner, hiding away.
Did I move Franco? I didn't mean to.
You did move Franco. Someone moved Franco.
I moved Franco. Are you okay? Okay, good.
Yeah, this is the one.
So
Yeah,
this one?
that's the one that matters. Yeah, the other one is empty.
Okay.
Don't say that.
So yeah,
It matters.
Well,
Slowly
it's the non-empty one. It's the one with the lady in it. So you go there and you look, and yeah, you see a black-haired woman laying there, and she has a staff laid at her side. She's kind of grasping it, and on her neck she has some sort of looks like a wooden compass around her neck in a necklace, and she has some kind of what is it? How do they describe it? Let me look at it. She has a jar of something in her other arm. A tightly sealed, a palm-sized dish etched with holy symbols is in her other arm. So she got one arm around this jar, one arm grasping a staff, and a wooden compass on her neck.
Do we know anything about Pacify Yay?
You can make a knowledge check, but you haven't known anything.
She's a witch.
She's a
Apparently.
witch. You know she's a witch. You know she was a queen of Crete.
what kind of check?
Is it like history or society?
Society?
Yes, society is history now. Or if you have any other relevant lores you think would have any relevant bearing at all, let me know. You can usually talk away.
Carbon dating?
You
Nature?
have carbon dating. Yep. You can also give me a religion check. You can give me both. You can give me a society and a religion check. Anybody?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So, Franco, you are aware of the same sort of things I told you before. That she was a queen of Kirid, this old ancient kingdom, like whatever it's like King Arthur, but only like a Bronze Age civilization. So you're aware of all that and all the stories. And she was certainly a queen, and she was a witch. And you know some rather interesting stories about her through your knowledge of history and written word. One of the more interesting things is that her husband, Minos, the person who was allegedly buried here, was something of a philanderer, and he would sleep with all sorts of women and handmaidens and whatnot. And she cursed him to make his semen poisonous to anybody he conjugated with, except for her. So he began ejaculating black viscous fluid that would kill anybody he slept with, except for her.
Brutal.
That was one of her curses. And you don't know a whole lot about how Kirid fell, because you already failed those checks, but you do know that giants were involved and something like that. And it is believed that she did something to draw the giants here. There is a historical thing that something that Kirid did caused the giants to come here. They didn't just come here to flatten the whole city for no reason. And it is largely believed that she brought that curse upon this land. That she wove curses, but also drew them to this island.
Sounds like somebody we want to make sure is dead before we do anything.
Are you saying it's
So-
time for hitting?
Well, Frank is going to walk over and basically line his rapier up with her neck, and then look at G-Pain to see if he objects. And we'll follow him through.
I love these two just egging each other on.
You poke her neck.
No.
And the flesh it feels like supple, as if it was, not decayed or rotten or hard at all. But as you poke, it is thicker than a mortal skin. So you poke, and you get the same sort of resistance you've had when you fought the Cyclops or the giraffe things like that. You get that same sort of resistance. This is not just a human. You can tell even now. But you go straight, you end up going through, you get a little resistance, and you go through, and she does not move or react in any way. You are in her neck now.
Does anything come out?
No, you pull out the sword, and there is no blood.
Okay. Is there I remember you telling me about a play, Franco, where like the dude kisses the girl and she comes back. Is that a thing? Is that real?
I don't think it's a girl we want to come back. And I guess that they...
I instruct Gimbolo to kiss the witch.
Does Gimbolo have a face?
You have many faces.
You should find me some actual art of Gimbolo, but yeah, the terror tree I use does have a face if you zoom in enough.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like mouth. It's disgusting. It's not really a tree that is Gimbolo, but go on.
As Gimbal is going in, and Franco realizes this is happening, he says, "You have to mean it though.
He pauses. He
It doesn't
pauses.
work unless you mean it."
He pauses and he reflects deeply, and G-Pain, instead of instructing him telepathically, is kissing her in the air as Gimbolo goes to kiss her.
Yeah, and Gimbolo does so. So Gimbolo goes over the coffin, and he leans over, and whatever passes for kissing, he does it. And nothing happens. But he does relay to you, as he's getting very close to the body, that her wrists have been slit. Like, she's laying there, and as he gets close enough to see, he can see that the wrists have both been slit.
Yeah. G-Pain chuckles and he says, "I think she's already dead. Like, the wrists. Why don't we start disturbing the body and see what happens? Pick up the urn or whatever."
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah. We're a goblin. Man, come on.
That's enough caution.
Gimbolo picks up the urn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Smashes it on the ground.
This is wonderful.
Yeah,
This is every GM. So describe how you pick up the urn.
Cool.
Good.
He uses his wicked 10-foot reach
Yes.
from over here.
From over there. Yes.
10 feet. And just reaches his hand in and he pokes it. See what happens? Pushes it out.
Okay, you have poked it. So you did not use thievery to painstakingly remove the items.
No, man.
So you
pushing
poke
it.
it, and a thing happens. So you poke out the urn. She's got clutched in her arm this little jar, and you poke it out of her arm, and it falls, and her arm doesn't move. She doesn't come alive or anything like that. But you all have this intense sense of dread as her item is disturbed, and need to make a will save.
Cool. At least something happened. Go Gimbolo.
Yeah, this is gonna be fine.
Everything's fine.
Come on. Okay, Gimbolo, you have failed. Gimbolo, everybody else is fine.
You didn't mean it enough.
Gimbolo did not mean it enough. It's true. He kissed you. There's the moral. He didn't mean it enough. So G-Pain, you again, the sense of dread comes and washes over you. Same thing for you, Franco. But you can tell G-Pain that Gimbolo, it did not wash over and leave him. It is stuck in him. It has anchored him now, and you feel this horrible, like, not just guilt, just overwhelming concern and fear.
Interesting. So I have both feelings at the same time.
Correct. Yeah, you're getting a weird thing. Like, you're getting broadcast these emotions, but you don't have them yourself. Correct.
Very, very profound.
All right.
I guess Franco would have felt the dread, but felt the past. So, noting that, like, let's take what we need to take and start getting the hell out of here. Yeah.
Do you want anything else? Are we taking the urn, or what do you want to take from her?
There were items that she had, right?
Yes.
Let's take it all.
She has a staff, a necklace, and a that jar. Oh, and a gold necklace. That's not magical.
Let me grab that
Yeah, I
staff.
definitely interested in everything, but maybe
All
a
right.
little bit more skeptical of the jar.
Right. G-Pain has the staff. You want the necklace?
Give Franco the rest.
Okay.
Until we identify it. They're obviously magical.
They are obviously
Right.
magical, yes. I'm gonna put this one in chat just because I want to see if you guys know what those are. So go ahead and mash whatever you think you're best at in those. Nope. Gimbolo knows. Gimbolo has seen this.
Yeah.
This is a wayfinder. I'm gonna give it to Franco, but they are used as compasses and also have other magical abilities. And notably, they are used in conjunction with those ion stones that we just talked about, those floating rocks.
Ooh.
I'll give Franco the gold necklace. And so is anybody touching the jar or taking the jar?
No.
No? Okay.
Not after I poked it and I felt bad.
Can we identify it? Or do we...
You would need to pick it up and look at it a little bit. Are you willing to do that? Yes? No?
Yeah,
you want
sure.
me to?
You don't need to, but yeah, if you want to pick it up, go ahead and play around with that. Make your check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep. No, critical failure from Frankko. You gonna roll Gimbal, or you're gonna not roll?
Yeah, I guess so. If he didn't explode, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
he played with it and didn't die. That's right.
Yeah, I'll try it out.
Neither of you have any idea what this thing is.
Is it something safe to take?
I mean, you're
just
holding it.
Bring it with us.
You're both holding it. Who wants to hang on to it?
I'll lay it on him. We'll bring it with us. But I don't trust it.
So you're gonna make Frankko carry? Is that what you mean by laying on him, or what?
No, Gimbolo.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on your sheet, but Gimbolo's holding it, and the plate mail, this magical plate mail.
Yeah, he's very slow, encumbered.
Okay. So you have worked through the grave goods, and you look around.
Yeah,
You don't see anything else notable in the room.
You're sufficiently desecrated this place. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I need to take a piss, so let's
Yeah.
do a bathroom break thing.
Or beer.
Or
Yeah.
beer, yeah. So see you in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I got a vote for the next hero point.
Oh yeah? What's the vote?
Yep.
Coming up soon. What is it?
Nas for not having gotten to play yet.
Well, we can do him now. We can do Nas now. Because he was alone. I gotta find your token now. There's Even.
Poor Nas hasn't gone the whole time.
Is that
Yeah,
accurate?
fair point.
I feel bad. Sorry, buddy.
It is
Let
what
him,
it is. It's
let
no
him
big
fight
deal.
an illusion.
Alright, well, Even, you wander around aimlessly. Again, you just kind of lose track of Mendax. Maybe you even forget he's around. And you are over here, and you approach a big pile of bones. Ignore the proximity of the other one. These are entirely separate
Sure.
sections of the maze.
Sure.
They are in no way connected. But you approach a giant pile of bones.
What kind of bones are they?
Human bones.
Are any of them fresh?
You want to walk over and investigate them?
Yeah.
So you step up and look at the bones, and give me a, I guess nature would be good for knowing how old bones are. Or if you have a relevant skill, feel free to talk me into it.
I don't have cooking lore yet. That's coming.
Okay, well, whatever you're feeling. Go ahead and roll your knowledge. I love Oktoberfest so much. You can tell that some of them are newer than other ones. You can't get an approximate age, but looking through some of the pile as you walk up to it, some of them do seem like months or years old, and some do seem older than that, like ancient. So like there's a mix of bones in this pile. And it's almost 6 feet high, so it's taller than you, and it just rises up, and you believe there are parts from perhaps hundreds of bodies in this pile.
Any stuff, clothes, whatever, clothes, accoutrements, whatever.
Looking quickly at the pile, no, you see nothing. You see no scraps of cloth or leather or anything like that. It's, as far as you can tell, it's just a pile of bones.
So even as absent-mindedly chewing on a leg from one of the Minotaurs and just sort of sneaks around the pile of bones, gnawing the whole time on the leg, and just gets a look down the corners of the chamber and will literally sneak from place to place.
Okay, make a stealth check and then a perception check.
Okay.
Very sneaky.
Ew.
Not very percepty. Yeah, so as you are walking around the bones, you realize that the pile is much more precarious than you had thought. But your stealth check is so good. Yeah. So you are stealthing around, and you accidentally step on one of the bones, and it crumbles. That was one of the ancient bones. It crumbles, and you see a little like slide happen on the pile, and you are stealthy enough to have not had a problem. So yeah, so you move over to there, but you now realize that this thing is much more precarious than you might have thought before. It seemed like it was a good pile, but now it is. You think the chances of an avalanche are fairly high.
Okay. Is there anything heavy around?
No.
Loose stone, anything like that?
Well, yeah, we'll have loose stone around. Sure. What do you want to do?
Even we'll take a step back into the hallway and pick up a loose stone and sort of huck it into the middle of the pile.
Okay. Yeah, so you make it all the way across with that one stealth check, and you get a little further back, and you huck it in the middle of the pile, and yeah, it collapses. It straight up collapses. But since you are far enough away, nothing happens. So you watch as the bones fall down, and they fall down with a surprising amount of force, and they just spread out a little further, and instead of being 6 feet high, now it's like 4.5 feet high or whatever. But it does sprawl out, and you felt like you may have been buried in these bones and pushed against the walls. But it made a heck of a noise. So what would you like to do?
Even will find some place to get hid and just hide and listen.
Oh, so you're hiding and waiting? Okay. Sure enough, within 10 minutes, something comes stomping in your direction. And you hear this one. And something comes stomping along. So we change the music again.
Dun, 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 dun,
Right, pretty much. So stomping from across the hall from you is the Minotaur. He walks into the room and he sees the bone pile, and he takes his big axe and he just he slashes a bunch of bones out of the pile, and he's like just, these huge like swaths of bones are being cleared from the ground as if he assumes something's inside the pile. And he spends his whole turn, he rushes in, roars, and just begins slashing bones away from the pile, but doesn't find anything. And then it's your turn, Mr. Even.
Can we say that I'm in the room hidden somewhere?
Yeah, because you would have had time to get hidden. So I'm gonna turn on combat now, just so we both have it. Give me a second. Beginning counter. Yeah, it's fine. We don't need initiative. It's fine. Because he goes first. All right, and it's your turn. All right, there you go. So you're hiding, and roll another stealth check to see how well you hid when he came. He didn't notice you when he came in because you're on the other side of the bone pile. But just for my curiosity. Okay.
Not good.
Not great. His passive perception. Yeah, so he has an idea that you're on the other side of the bone pile. He comes in, he slashes, and he looks around, and he has a vague idea of where you are. But it's your turn.
Do I think that I could... Does he even think he could climb over the bone pile?
Yes, you would need athletics to climb, and you believe there would be acrobatics involved in terms of not shifting the pile of bones enough to have a problem. So you need to roll both.
So when Even rages, he gets a climb speed.
All right.
So I'm not sure if that matters, but
Well, the ceilings are only like 10 feet high, so you could run up it and jump to the ceiling and climb if you wanted to. Yeah.
No, I mean, whatever.
Whatever you're into, yeah,
anyway,
go for it.
Yeah, Even will rage and take a run at him.
All right, so you're gonna rage and run over this pile of bones.
Yeah.
All right, make an we have a climb, so yeah. Yeah, just go ahead. Just do it. We'll make it work. Scrabble over them. Rajay.
Raja.
Shirajay.
Is it showing how far that is?
What? Oh, I don't know how far that is, but I assume it's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 30 feet?
Okay, so I'll have to sudden charge, which is fine.
Okay.
And then he will lay a bite on him. So Even runs across the bones, and at the first time the bones scrabble out from underneath him, he jumps up to the ceiling and is scrambling across the ceiling like this, and then dives down and goes for a bite.
All right. So again, he's scraping the bottoms, and he was looking around to where you were, and then you just scrabble up and jump and get at him, and that's not good enough.
I'll re-roll it. Hoots.
Yeah, that is a critical hit on the Minotaur.
You gonna do the thing?
Yeah, I'll do the thing. Why not? This is piercing?
Piercing.
Yeah. Hobbled. Until healed, the target is clumsy too and takes a 10-foot status penalty to all speeds.
Brutal.
That's awesome. Okay, I'll go find clumsy while you're doing that.
Any chance that Mendax might show up?
I don't think so. But holy crap, that's a lot of damage. If that's your critical, that you the 2 in front of it, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And he is he's clumsy, what's it, clumsy 2?
Clumsy 2, yeah.
Jesus, that's not great.
Yeah, brutal.
You might take the bull down.
Alright, so you moved, you raged, and you did it. That's your whole turn, yeah?
A 14
Could be for dinner.
Yeah,
Sorry?
I mean, I don't think he could miss a 14 fortitude save for Even's critical
Oh,
specialization.
I didn't even notice that. Oh, geez, you have critical specialization. That's scary. That's scary to
It
think
doesn't
about.
matter. A 14. Who's going to miss a 14?
Not him. He critically succeeds it. Alright, so yeah, that was your turn. And then it's back to him. He moves in your general direction. He does not like what you've done to him. And he's gonna hack at you with his great axe. He doesn't have a whole lot of, not a whole lot of other things he can do. So he's just gonna slice at you, critically hitting you, if I'm doing that correctly. So his critical thing is, this is a slashing weapon. Triple damage, you can deal bludgeoning damage instead of slashing damage. That doesn't really matter. He's going to keep slashing, but triple damage.
Brutal.
Yeah, let's find out how that goes.
Wow, man. Seriously?
Yeah, so he hacks you for 54 damage, and then he tries to intimidate you with his second action. He tries to demoralize you.
I guess that's why you can't square up against a Minotaur.
And he fails. He does not critically fail, thankfully. So he moves in your general direction, and then he turns around and goes to leave.
Do you have ALOs?
He does not have AOs.
So he's slow.
He is slow.
because-
He's clumsy. What does clumsy do?
He's got a -10 to his speed, and he's clumsy.
So he's slow, but he's walking away. Are you chasing him?
I don't know. I guess I'll chase him once.
Okay. I'll just move him back here because there's no map to move to. But yeah, so he's slow and only had one move, so he only moved 20 feet that turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it would take you a move to catch up to him, just one move, and then you could get 2 attacks.
So even will take a move
Mhm.
and try to bite him.
All right. Go for it. That's a hit. For 17 damage. Yeah, he takes it all.
And then he will. Let's see. When am I rolling?
Nice. Even color.
What does clumsy do, Joe?
I think it's dex-based stuff. Let me look it up while you're talking about it.
That's right. I was just looking it up. Dex-based checks and DCs.
-2 to his AC, reflex saves, range attack rolls, blah blah. Dex stuff. -2 dex basically.
Dexterity-based checks and DCs. So he has bad legs right now.
Bad reflex.
Bad reflex save. If trip is against reflex, then yes, that's what you're talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah,
Okay.
Triple.
And you watch, he wobbles as like you bit him so hard, he wobbles as he clomps away.
I'm just looking to see what my athletics is. Yeah, even we'll do a trip on him. We'll do it with assurance, so it's a 19.
Nice.
That is success.
Ooh,
Well done.
So he falls prone.
Bite his ass.
And that was what? You moved and attacked. So that was 2 actions?
yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's
Moved,
3?
attack, trip. Yeah.
Oh, you bit him too. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So then it's his turn. Yeah, he doesn't like that. He's going to stand up. And he's going to try to axe you again. He crits again. Slashing.
Jesus.
Normal damage. Until healed, the target is enfeebled 1, clumsy 1, and can't use one of its hands.
Perfect.
Man, definitely gotta run
Well,
now.
normal damage, so I mean that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got that going. So great axe damage is only 12. But you are, whatever I said before, enfeebled 1, clumsy 1. And I don't think your handedness matters, but one of your hands. We'll say your right hand.
Yeah.
But he hits, and he stood up, hit you, and he's trying to walk away again. He turns a corner in the labyrinth. But he's only moving 20 feet a turn. So it's back to you, and I'll add your things here.
I'm just reading what enfeebled does. So clumsy is reflex and enfeebled is strength stuff. Okay. Yeah, even will lick his wounds and stalk off, I guess.
Okay. So you walk away. You can roll a stealth check if you want, but he is not following you. So you get away.
Yeah.
And then lick your wounds. Are you trying to heal yourself or do anything specific, or are you just
I don't know if I have anything to heal myself with, so I'm probably just wandering around.
Okay.
Got no pots?
Even basically takes a wipe of his blood and writes his name on the wall and an arrow.
With the way you're going, you mean?
Yeah,
That's
correct.
cool. Good job. I like it.
Give him a hero point.
You have a
Joe.
hero point because I'm due to give one out in 8 minutes. Have a hero point.
Hooray.
So let me clear that and start the timer again. Ba-boom, ba. All right, stop that. Start playing this one. All right, so even you are metaphorically licking your wounds, and you got a good chunk of him, but he got his licks in too.
Yeah, for sure.
And the only one that hasn't gone left in that was Puck.
Okay.
Puck. Buddy.
That's me.
You are wandering around the dungeon when you come upon a well, and sitting next to that well is a slunched over injured human. He's bloodied. Can I do that? No. It's not
My first reaction was kill him.
Yes, I share
Well,
that.
He's,
I share that instinct.
He is hunched over the well, like with his hand up, and very visibly like bleeding in his chest and injured.
Has he noticed me?
He has not moved in any way since you've seen him.
Unkempt is his hair.
So Puck will call
his
out.
hair is moderately kempt.
Yeah. You there?
And he turns very feebly. He doesn't move his arms. He just turns his head in your direction and looks up. Says nothing.
How did you get here?
He's coughing as if he's visibly dehydrated and injured. I was taken here by the little things, the little cows.
What's your name?
Raaul.
Never heard of you.
What? He looks up. You. I don't. Which one were you? I don't remember.
Puck will just kind of begin mumbling and walking and around the perimeter of the well, but not stepping down onto the steps.
Okay. He barely turns his head. Like he looks as if he's trying to follow you, but then gives up. He's very visibly hurt. And walking around now to the side where you can see him a bit better, you can see that he has a big open wound near his ribs, as if he was gored by some large animal.
And what kind of magic we have going on in this vicinity?
There is no magic. There is none of the, there's barrels and some stuff over there. He's not magical. The well isn't magical. There is no magic afoot as far as you are aware.
So he'll just kind of continue circling and say, "How are you hurt?"
The bigger one, the little ones, they serve him, they worship him, the big one. And he points to the side of his side, where again, he's got this big, gore mark.
And guys, there's no sense motive in this system. Correct?
No, it's just perception.
What is that? Perception.
If you are thinking he's being untruthful, you make perception.
I'm curious. Yeah, that's dog shit.
You believe he's being sincere. You believe he looks wounded. He's been talking about the small cows and this big cow. He hasn't said much else. You don't remember Raaul, but you did talk to the party, and they mentioned Raaul. Yeah, correct.
Well, yeah, and he was acting just now like he. So I'll say, do you know me? I'll continue.
We met today. I can't remember your name, but there were 6 of you. Most green, one white. We met in the ruins of the city. Simil, Nadinka, we took you to the camp? The manor?
You are not known to me, but strange things have happened here. You'll kind of cautiously approach.
And yeah, so you can, now you're a little closer, you can tell that he's pulled up the bucket and has drank some of the water. There's water all over his shirt. He very sloppily drank of it. But he is very seriously injured. And extremely high. Both, maybe either from the mushrooms before or from this place. He is very much out of it.
So having kind of circled the room, no magic anywhere.
No magic.
And we are believing this individual, taking him at his word.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at that point we will, and nothing sketchy has happened as we've approached or put a foot on the steps.
No, nothing.
So I would say he would approach and say, "Be still." and attempt to treat his. We'll just go with the assurance.
Okay. So that just is it 1d8 or 2d? It's 2d8.
That is I believe 2d8.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2d8, and he allows you to heal him. He's barely moving. Yeah, I can heal. Boom. Why did I only heal for 5? Oh, I healed Puck. Whatever. Did you have damage? I think you did.
From the fire,
Yeah,
probably
-5.
last session.
That tracks. Okay, so yeah, so I gotta click on him, and now I hit heal. Boom. Okay, yeah. So you heal him fairly well, and you see that the wound inside his shirt is closed up, still red and raw, but he's been mostly healed. And he stands up and faces you. He says, "Yes, I remember you. You were." He looks as if he's struggling to find the words, but he just says, "The weird one."
Saying something.
Appears nonplussed by this assertion.
Where are the others? He looks behind you and around.
We were separated. This place does something.
Yeah, he says. Yeah.
It tangles the hair, twists it to knots.
Okay. So yeah, you've got a Raaul. You want to say or do anything else with Raaul?
We'll just kind of wander off, I guess.
I guess you will. That was everybody, yeah? We did everybody's in this one? Okay, let's see some will saves, guys. Let me bash the button. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Request with roll. Ba-boomba. Hey! We got one. Even. Even. You have overcome the powers of the fungus in this cave, and you are free to actually decide where you want to go. So basically describe what you're aiming to do, and then make a survival check to see how well you do that in a maze. So what's your goal?
Evan's looking to find the gang, pretty much. So he's going to try to get the band back together. He will basically jam something around his mouth and his face and just be looking for the gang. Joe, as far as until healing, if he takes an elixir of healing,
I assume that tracks. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay, then he'll do that.
That's magical healing, right?
I think so.
He'll do that while I'm at it, and we'll go from there. But he's just basically looking to gather everyone back together.
Okay.
So he's going to start tracking, and he continues to do things like putting his own blood on the wall, and then he starts to do things like he has a length of cow intestine in a sack that he's like smearing stuff on the wall, and even direction.
All right, got a good thing going on. Okay, so I will do that. Roll a survival check, even, to see how well you were able to track and navigate the dungeon.
Sure.
Just gonna zoom out, look at all the different pieces of where everybody was. Yeah, you do admirably at that. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna do the other thing now, where I'm going to mash that random d6. Everybody but Gimbolo and Even rolls a d6. Boom. All right. So Even rolled that, and I'll roll something else for Even. I guess I'll just roll a d4. Yeah, go ahead, heal yourself. That's fine. You can
No,
do it.
sorry, dude.
No worries.
Just kidding.
So you even find Frankko. That's gonna be fun. Okay, let's do who's gone least recently. I want to be somewhat nice about this. Who hasn't played in a while?
Mendax was first up.
All right, Mendax.
With the last round.
Thank you. Good call. Thank you. Mendax and G-Pain. It's your turn.
I'm with my boy Mendax.
Right, you both rolled 3s on that d6s, right? So you're basically even though you're separate, you wander towards the same spot, and you meet up.
Can you put me on the map?
I'm going to now.
In Wondered?
Yes. Yeah, this will be fun. I like where this is going. So I'm gonna cut Mendax out.
I'm aware that I've been in those other places, right?
Yes, you remember everything. It's not erasing your memory or anything like that. And where is G-Pain? G-Pain's down there with his boy Gimbolo.
Dude, Mendax, have you been wandering around this place aimlessly?
First thing I do is, as soon as I see G-Pain, I tie a rope to him. I got the other end's already tied around my waist. It's like,
well,
dude,
you come on different sides of the same.
It's okay. I will approach him when appropriate.
Okay, so you both are
Is it-
in.
He
This
sees you
room.
coming with rope. He puts his hand up. He's like, "This is a good idea. This is a good idea."
Dude, there's not a little Minotaur. There's a giant Minotaur in this place.
Oh,
I fought him as best I could, but yeah,
Oh.
he got away.
Well,
I
something.
think
happens.
I think I chased him off.
is he the source of the magic?
I don't know. He ran into me full speed, hit me hard, and then I tumbled through and attacked him, and then I must have scared him because he took off running.
Okay, well, let's go hitting. Let's seek.
Now, do you want?
for
Should
him.
we tie Gumbolo? Should we tie to him, or is he gonna be? Is he attached to you?
No, tie to me. We're together.
Yes, to you. You sure
Okay.
Gumbolo won't wander off either?
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Well,
So-
the furthest at this point we can get away is probably about 40 feet. Neither of us can move more than 40 feet from the other guy. Does that sound about right, Joe? 5 feet of
Good.
tying off.
Yeah.
It's 50-foot rope, so we can't go more than 40 feet apart.
Okay, that's important to
Yeah,
consider.
You're
I
having
was-
this conversation as you walk across the room,
Yeah, it's like exactly,
as,
dude.
you're going to meet up.
I don't know. I was next to Even, and then like I went and grabbed my rope, I looked up, and he was gone. But then I wasn't even in the same room I was looking in. I don't know what happened. It was only a second. I looked down just for a second, and he was right in front of me, and then he was gone. Like he must have took the wrong turn or something.
He kind of like strokes his goblin beard and says, "I've been in a lot of rooms at this point. Let's just keep hustling. We'll find someone, one of ours
So-
and one of theirs."
So you came from that way. What was his? From down. What's that direction?
I don't think the directions connect. He shrugs.
Yeah. It's like things get foggy. Like I forget. It's like I think I need to move to the next room, and then I forget what I was doing.
Joe, what's at the end of this hall?
You look back, and again, it's just a winding labyrinthine.
What-
You
what's
just
in-
remember
what's in
wandering
this-
for like again. Each of these instances are not like a minute later. This is like you wander for like another hour and find yourself
Jeez.
in the same room as Mendax. So you've been walking through random hallways, high off your ass, for an hour.
It's great. What are these random columns?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. So as you're discussing this and saying, "Yeah, go ahead, throw the thing on G-Pain," make a perception check, Mr. G-Pain and Gimbolo.
No.
Yes, none of you notice as G-Pain, you step on a pressure plate. And in front of you, the column, you watch as two giant metal blades shoot out and begin spinning rapidly.
Oh my goodness.
And it immediately attacks both of you two.
I don't see myself anymore. By the way, I must be under somebody.
You're here.
Yeah, I still
Okay,
see your
hang on,
token.
let me
You
go
click
back.
and
I-
drag.
Click off everything, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I clicked back on myself. I
Okay,
can
yeah.
see myself again.
So it begins spinning and it hits both G-Pain and Gimbolo. So you watch as it again ching ching and begins spinning rapidly. This stone pillar now has giant metal things standing out of it, and it goes ahead. And the reaction is this one.
Is this safe to say we didn't get tied off yet?
No, you did not get tied off. So you're getting your rope out. Yeah, is it okay to put
I
it
have
around
the
him?
rope in my hand, but yeah.
What were you doing? So you have the rope in your hand, but all of a sudden this thing ching and bad news ability.
How high off the ground are we talking?
There is one at like 2 feet and there's one at like 4 feet. So like there's like different sizes, and this one gets attack on G-Pain.
Classic Prince of Persia configuration.
Classic.
So G-Pain is a 28 and Gimbolo is a 22. So that hits both of you, surprisingly. And it does G-Pain, Gimbolo. But G-Pain takes both of those because that's how your damage works.
I do.
All right, and then combat erupts. We roll initiative. So I add you two to combat. I cannot add it to combat. I guess I'm gonna add a.
We're now fighting a Minotaur wizard. Called
Yeah, no. I mean, this Minotaur 1 is going to be in
Minotaur
combat just for the
helicopter.
sake of being the trap.
Well, the trap better not start moving after us. Is all I know.
So you.
Oh no! What'd you do to me?
I rolled initiative, but then what is
Oh, because I've been stealthing. I was stealth before, so did he use a stealth initiative? It looks like.
probably.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It does. My actual initiative would be lower, to be honest.
Fair enough. I somehow messed up. The Minotaur and G-Pain both have -1. I don't know what I did to it. I'm gonna stop the fight to fix it. I'm gonna just end the fight and start everything because I broke everything.
I win. I won D&D.
You've won the fight. It's true. There. Now you roll initiative, and I'm gonna roll just a d20 for the thing.
Like that.
So I remember. Oh, 19. Okay. And
Right.
what does it have on initiative? Check.
I love cheating.
On an 11, so it has a 30, so it goes first.
Boo.
So yeah, Mendax, you were right to suspect that thing. So the thing that it does is that it damages everything nearby, so it does its damage again to the people around it. Before you even got to move, it gets a strike on both of you.
Damn.
It hit G-Pain and critically failed on.
Oh, I hope it
Ebola.
breaks itself.
Well,
Hope he hits
yeah,
it
let's
hard
do
to
the
break.
hurting
us,
G-Pain first. And then the critical failure. What does a critical failure mean? This is a melee. You become wounded 1 or your wounded value increases by 1. Yeah, so this thing doesn't really bleed. So yeah, so you watch as it clangs against Gimbolo in an awkward way that slows it down but does not actually hurt it.
It's like one of those fan blades where it's got a wobble now.
it's got a bit of a wobble.
It's still spinning, but it's got a bit of a wobble.
And then it
going
picks a
there.
direction, and it chooses 7. So up is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It moves directly left.
Oh, crap.
It moves directly left 10 feet. So it's now like that. Doop, 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 doop. And it makes an attack against anybody within 5 feet of it. So it's getting you again, Gimbolo. Or G-Pain. Apologies.
What the hell, man? That's 3 attacks.
And it has no multiple attack penalty. And
Oh,
it
no.
fails to hit you that time. And that's the trap's turn. So now we're back to where's combat? Did I not actually start it? Yeah.
Run the direction you came from. Run down the
G-Pain,
room.
it is your turn.
Run the direction you came from.
Oh, I wanted a new song too. Oh, I'm so excited to use this.
But take your time. Do I believe that if I try to swing at it, it will hurt me?
You believe there is a risk associated with that, yes. You think that the only way to stop this now is to hurt it, or to possibly somehow disarm it. But it is now broken free of the pillar and is now wobbling all around the room. I should also have noted, because I'm really bad at the game and don't know everything, portcullises have closed
Oh, no.
on both sides of the room. So there's one here, and there's one here.
Oh,
So you're now trapped in the room with this
That changes things just a little bit.
Yes,
It does.
apologies for being dumb and not saying that. There you go.
Okay. Okay. Shit.
Get behind the pillar. Use the pillar.
Yeah, first step is I'm getting the fuck out the way, so I'm gonna go over here.
Watch out for other pressure plates.
Actually, yeah, before I go, I'm just gonna stay over here. I will stay over here.
Mhm.
That's one action. I will cast Lifelink Surge for real.
Alright.
I do not have enough focus point. Oh, I did not refocus.
There you go.
I would have refocused if we left, no?
But you would have had 10
I guess-
minutes. You would have had to sit somewhere for 10 minutes. You didn't do that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fine. Fair enough. I'll move over there. I will... That'll be my action.
Okay.
And then for Gimbolo, I'll move back to here. Sorry, here.
Yeah.
And I will cast Scatter Scree on it.
Okay. What does that do?
Difficult terrain is my goal.
Okay. That's a great idea. Yeah. It makes a reflex save. I don't even know how it does that, so I'm just gonna match this button. I can't even roll it, so yeah, I'm just roll these 20. I don't think it really matters.
No.
But you're making rough terrain underneath it is the important thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's a straight line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roll damage too. Yeah. It takes damage.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep.
7 damages.
7. Okay. Make a note.
So he'll step back to here though and shoot the line straight out.
Okay. There you go. So you got some rough terrain between you and it. And then is your tree doing anything?
That's it. That was Gimbolo actually doing that.
Gimbolo can cast?
Yeah,
Jesus
I
Christ.
built him like that. So he steps back 5 feet and then he casts that spell.
Got it. Okay.
It's incredible.
All right. So Mendax. Or did G-Pain? You did your whole turn? That was all of it? Yeah, you healed yourself.
That's it. Yeah, you have to
Alright.
you have to move Gimbolo because I can't move him.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Can I, does it look like I could attack the blade from my current position?
No, you believe you have to move into the blade's reach to attack it.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, ideally you would move in and then out, is your approximate. But you also believe that you might be able to disable the trap mechanically if you are so inclined.
Yeah, exactly. Jump in there and try to jump out between the blades. 2 feet off the ground, huh? You
Correct.
said?
Correct. There's like 2 and 4, so you gotta like jump and duck
So
and jump and.
well, no, I mean, I could, if I lay perfectly flat on the ground
Yeah.
and inchworm across the floor, as it were.
You could try. Yeah, crawling is really slow, but it is an
It
option.
hasn't wobbled enough and like it's hitting the ground. It's staying that 2 feet above.
At the current moment, yes.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Intelligent blade trap is gonna. What quick evaluation? If I looked, and is there like a spot I might be able to shoot with a crossbow that would looks like I could hit inside the centerpiece there? That might.
You rolled a perception check
I'm looking
earlier.
for a soft, squishy spot with a crossbow. If I shot with a crossbow, do I think I could?
Nothing is immediately obvious to you. You
Nothing
believe you
obvious.
could
Alright.
You could seek to try to find one, but nothing is jumping out as a huge weak spot based on your previous.
So is the column still solid where it came out of, or the column just?
No, it ripped it apart. So like there's still like a
Oh,
vague
it's like-
foundation
it's
of
like
it, but it
through
was
the column,
entirely
basically?
ripped apart when this thing jumped out of
Okay.
it.
All right, I'm going to go flat,
Yep. So you drop down.
perfectly flat. Inchworm to the base of the mechanism.
Each action is 5 feet of movement when you're crawling.
All right, well then here we go. All right, you ready? I'm going to.
Drop prone is also one action. It's not free. So yeah, so it takes 1 action to go prone, and then 2 actions to get next to it.
I would like to try to time my jumping into this thing and dropping prone as the blade's coming down. If I take damage, I take damage. But either way, I want to end up after 2 actions right here, flat
Okay.
on the ground.
Yeah,
Let me know if I
that
get
is
sliced
acrobatics.
before-
Yeah, so you are nimbly dodging and rolling
I'm gonna
into.
try to get to that spot with
for it.
2 actions. Is what I'm doing.
Yeah, then athletics.
Diving, crawling,
Or
etc.
acrobatics. We'll never. Yes, yeah, certainly. So you very nimbly jump through the blades and land prone at the base of it, and it is.
At the base of it, I would like to do whatever I can to disable the mechanism from down here.
That is thievery.
All right, thievery it is. All right, thievery roll.
Yes, a thievery roll. Yes, that is a critical success, and you disable the trap. That was it.
I got a kill. I got a kill.
Awesome, dude.
Mark it down.
I think we've got our
I
next
don't
hero
get
point
a-
nomination.
Yeah, why don't you just take it now? Why don't you just fucking take the hero point now?
Thank you.
Do it, boys.
So yeah, you disable it. The trap, it's done. I'm just gonna hide that token.
Heroic.
But yeah, you fucking rolled in there and critically succeeded your check. So yeah, it's
Mendax has some stupid heroic shit.
It's stupid stuff. Yeah,
that was
sometimes
absolutely wonderful.
That's a fucking fun trap.
Thank you. I was really really happy to find it.
G-Pain, keep talking to me. I don't want us to get lost. Keep talking. We got to keep talking so we don't lose.
Rope me.
Yeah, exactly. Don't keep your eyes on me. Don't take your eyes off of me. I'm not taking my eyes off of you. Don't blink. Just stare at each other until we get to each other.
He's slowly running towards him as he begins to go aimlessly again.
As I'm laying there flat like a pancake.
Yeah, and you guys are totally good. So you're able to rope together. So now Mendax is literally tied to Gimbala.
Now, G-Pain.
Can we?
Or
Can we
G-Pain?
take
Okay.
a 10-minute?
Well, it's
Can we
G-Pain
take
now.
a? It's G-Pain, yeah.
Okay.
Can we
Yeah,
take a
try to
10-minute
beat him or
rest?
try
Is
to
that
get it.
possible?
If you want to take 10 minutes to rest here, you can, but things can happen to you. Like, staying still is not guaranteed to be okay. Just as a heads up.
Let's take a 10-minute rest, you and me.
Actually, I can go ahead and heal you
Okay.
one time.
Okay. I'll take that, but I'd still like the rest.
Well, I can. Well, let me change that back. I can try to heal you.
Yeah, you rest and he heals you.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
So you
Risk
spend
And
10
then
minutes
at the end of the
refocusing.
10 minutes, I will take one more round and heal myself also. Actually, I think I could do it one back-to-back rounds, and it's 10 minutes later before I can do anything.
Does it take 10 full minutes to do the healing other, though? Or the aid, whatever it is?
Well, it's weird. I can do it's. Oh, it's the battle medicine. Is that the
Yeah.
one?
Oh, that's the one you can do once per person per day, right?
Yep. I'd like to do that one.
Oh yeah, that's just a round, right? That's something you can do.
Yeah,
as-
that's a round. Then I would like to do it for myself, so that I'll hit it
Yeah.
on the two of us for the one time. We're done
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the day. I can't. Otherwise, it's a heal check and 10 more minutes later.
That's
So
fine. So, yeah,
medicine
so
check.
let's say you do that on you and him, and then you can spend 10 minutes to do a heal check on one person while he's refocusing. You can pick yourself or him.
Same thing, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so do
First
battle medicine
medicine
twice and the heal one once.
First, this is for G-Pain. Actually, G-Pain's only one wounded, right?
You're wounded.
I worry about myself second.
Well, that's
I'll go
noble.
first. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to heal him, so I'm gonna do a quick check.
Okay, so battle medicine him first.
Yay, success!
So that's 2d8, yeah?
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
Alright. Yep. So
All right.
Heal G-Pain.
Thank you.
Okay, want me to go ahead and do myself? at
Yeah,
the same time?
do yourself, and then do another heal check for G-Pain, or whoever you want to do with the second one. Yeah, you
Success.
healed yourself for 2d8.
Myself.
Yep.
Myself.
Yep. Yep, and I'll heal you. Go ahead.
All right, I got the better one.
All right,
All right,
and then you have 10 minutes.
10 minutes time. You let us know when 10 minutes is up when we come back around or whatever.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna just hand wave it now. So he's refocusing,
All right,
and
now.
you have these 10
Okay.
minutes. So go ahead. So are you
You're
doing
still-
him or you?
G-Pain, you still bleeding all over the place?
Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself a little bit too, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood coming at you. Here, wait. Let me rub some dirt on that real quick.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, it was close. I almost didn't get
Yeah,
enough dirt.
that's
in
a barely success for another 2d8.
I do lifelink surge again, but I don't
there. Go
have
5 more for me.
focus
That's it.
spells.
For 10 minutes, that's all I can do for us.
You can do one lifelink surge as we move on with other stuff.
I think it's
still,
just
you
force.
still have to figure out what you're gonna do with the portcullises. They didn't just drop.
I'm gonna lift them.
You're gonna lift them. You or
Yeah.
Gimbolo's gonna lift them.
Actually,
Both of it.
before we do that, I will look at the mechanism on the floor after when it comes to that time, after 10 minutes, because we're going to be in here for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
I will go ahead and look at the mechanism and see if I can reverse engineer and get it
It's
to
probably very
basically
smart.
like reset, but try to
yeah.
get the
Make a perception check. No.
I got a girl point. Let's make this better than it should be.
Yes.
Hey, wait a
yes.
minute. Hey, look. On this side,
You
noticed
found a control panel over here, which would have let you turn off the mechanism if you had found it earlier, but also can raise the gates. So you find a couple of levers there. And again, these are expertly crafted traps. Like Mendax, this is impressive. This isn't just some
something.
kobold
Nice.
putting, like, tripwires and things falling down on you. This is a rather impressive feat of engineering.
Hey, G-Pain, you think you can have Gimbolo pull this lever? It looks like it's pretty heavy to pull. Yeah, have him pull the lever. that should lift the portcullises. I'll be right over here if you need me. At least 10 feet away.
I will also follow you. So
Behind some large object.
Gimbolo will lift it, and G-Pain will hide.
Yep. And the portcullises come, they suck back up as he hits the lever, and nothing bad happens to him.
He looks back at Mendax and said, "Let us wander on and find our
Stay
friend."
together. Yeah, if we find somebody else, we got to tie up to them too.
Wise
It's
idea.
weird, man. I've been feeling funny the whole time I've been in here.
This is stronger drugs than I've ever done.
So, you ever had a night of drinking where you have some blackout times? I keep doing that between hallways. I remember it's a thing. I'm sorry, I got to pay attention. 10 minutes later, I forgot I was paying attention, and next thing you know, I'm somewhere I don't even know how I got here.
We will find them.
All right, well,
We will
Yeah,
find a way.
stay close. We can't get more than at this moment 40 feet apart.
Okay. And from now on, I will use G-Pain's role as Mendax's role. You are physically
Works for
tied
me.
together.
Woohoo!
All right. So Puck, sadly for you, you and Raaul walk in a circle. You end up walking for an hour and return to the well you found before. And Raaul is just so out of it, he doesn't even notice or care. Like, he doesn't mention it, but it's very obvious to you, even in your state, that you've gone in a circle for about an hour. Frankko rolled the fun number. So, let me find Franco's token.
It did not occur to me to say so last time, but I would also like to tie off to Mr. Raaul here.
Mr. Raaul, okay.
Way to pick the strongest guy to tie to.
Alright, so I'll take you to room over here, and wait, no, you want you two are still in that room.
Yeah, same
I'm
spot.
a dum-dum. Yeah, you did the circle. But Frankko, you are in that room that I was trying to move the other people to. Frankko, where are you? I'm so bad at this. You were down here. Okay. Frankko, copy, paste. All right. Frankko, you're over here in this well room, and even you were tracking Frankko that whole time, and you tracked him successfully. So you're walking down, marking all your hallways, and you manage to meet up with Frankko, and you meet up essentially in this room. So you are there, and you're chatting. You can get a couple words in. What do you want to say?
Frankko would mention the room with the sarcophagi, I don't know. And start showing some of the stuff that they plucked from it.
Cover your face.
What?
Cover your face, and even just tears a piece of cloth and starts wrapping it on your face.
Frankko doesn't resist.
I'm sorry, say that again.
He doesn't resist.
Doesn't persist.
Okay, so he just ties a bandana on your face.
Why?
Some kind of gas or something. That's why we're all...
And yes, of course, the thing happens.
It's I hamstrung him last time I saw him. Get back, he's gonna try to come in and hit you with this big axe. But get hid.
That's true. So the first thing is
this situation here. What is this? What do we see here in the middle here?
So there is it drops down. There is a grate with fungus around it. Underneath it is like a 15 10 or 10 foot drop. Yeah, it was like 10 to 15 foot drop into another layer of the labyrinth. And it looks familiar to you, Frankko, because it looks like the room you were in previously. Yes, it looks like you were somehow above that room.
Did I notice anything in the ceiling before when I was in that other room?
No, you did not.
Okay.
So you hear the roar, and he tries to demoralize you. I didn't mash this button. A 24 versus your will saves is a success on both of you, so you are both frightened. One, as combat begins. And he goes first and does his doohickey. He does his powerful charge. So he strides twice, comes in from this side, and can make it to you. Boom, boom, towards Frankko. Boom, boom. He turns and he tries to gore you with his horn. That hits. Regular hit. Oh, wrong damage. I need to use this one. 17. So he runs in, snorts, comes around the corner, and gores you for 17 damage.
Does your super cool dodge help you with that at all?
Not
on the 32, yeah. Alright, and then combat happens. Huzzah! Alright. And the Minotaur just went, so Frankko, you get to go.
Alright. I'll try to roll through them.
Alright, gonna tumble through my boy. Go ahead and make your
Try. This guy and that guy.
He is clumsy and... Oh, that's not gonna do
I'll re-roll that.
Well, I mean, you can't do anything out of a 1 in 400 chance.
Nope. Cannot.
Your movement fails, and you trigger reactions as if you had moved out of their square. I don't think he has the AOO stuff. He does not. So yeah, so you don't fall or anything, apparently. Even on a critical failure. Doesn't look so. Yeah. You just basically end your movement. You tumble into him and fall backwards.
Alright. Well, then, let's see. I will... I guess let's get some automatic damage on him.
And I should have fucking changed the music again. I need like a macro to change the music, I think is what it is. Much better if it was here. Alright. 9 guaranteed damage, yeah? Okay.
Yep.
He takes it.
And then I'll just try to hit him, I guess.
All right. Zap. And stab. That's a hit.
Right.
You don't have potions?
3 damage. Yeah, he takes it. That's everything? Yeah? Or do you have another one?
Think so.
Okay. Even.
Even's going to run at the wall. And he runs at the wall and does this athletic type maneuver. He runs over to the wall and basically bounds off the wall and shoulders into the Minotaur, trying to push him over the edge into the hole in the middle of the room.
Okay, so you're shoving. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, cool.
So I'll roll an athletics check
Yeah.
and hope I roll big. Oh yeah.
And shove is against what? Fort?
Fort.
Yeah, you shove him. So yeah, so he gores Frankko, and he's looking at him, and as this is happening, you bound off the wall and jump into him, and yeah, he gets knocked back into the hole, and he falls 15 feet, and I think it's you take just half the distance falling.
Yeah, half the distance fallen.
Yeah, so 7 damage. Whatever it was.
We'll say as he's teetering on the edge, Even kicks him in the bad knee again, and he goes down.
There you go. So he falls. Is that your whole turn, or are you done? Or are you gonna do anything else while he's down the hole? He falls prone.
No, I guess I'm not gonna do anything. Go down there. I guess we'll say that Even kicks his leg out, and that's it. He's at the end.
Okay. The Minotaur roars a mooey roar, and then storms off down there. So it's up to you if you want to follow him, but he storms off and disappears at that level. Are you pursuing?
I'm pretty hurt. You want to stick together?
Frankko nods.
You have any rope?
He nods again and pulls it out.
So we'll tie off too.
Okay. And they're fighting to both goes off of both of you.
You see him walking though?
Yeah, you see him walk off towards the left, and then he disappears into the darkness down there. Well, again, you can't see with the angle. So
No, I mean, do you see the way he's walking? I hamstrung him pretty bad. But he's slow. We should be able to track him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankko points down the hole and says, "See those grates there?"
I missed that. You're a little robotic, little bad latency or whatever. So what are you trying to say?
He points down to the grate
Mhm.
and looks at Even and then says, "See that grate down there?
Yes.
How do you feel about going through them?" And Frankko will basically say we're in this guy's maze and we're playing his games. I feel like we got to take the games to him.
How tight? How tight is the grate?
It's a spores situation.
Not my strongest suit, but I'll try.
They're not expecting us to be in there. I don't think.
Okay, let's try it, and I'll lower you down, and then Even will try to clamber down somehow.
Okay. You do that, and you're trying to get into the grate.
Mhm.
Okay. And since Even's there, and Even seems moderately unaffected by the effects of the mushrooms and whatnot, he can basically keep pulling you back, Frankko. Like Frankko, every once in a while, will just lose focus and begin wandering, and Even's like, no. Like you don't actually need a physical rope between you. Even's competent enough to do that. So you are working on a plan now to use the grates. All right, and I did Puck. Puck was in a circle. Okay, all right.
Say, and even marks up the walls. So
Yes.
Even
There you
down, grate, and
Down,
then
grate.
marks up the wall down below, depending on how we do in the grate.
Okay, So, next is will saves, and I take out Kimball, and I take out even. Alright, G-Pain and Puck, you are both now unaffected by the magics. Mendax and... Oh, Frankko, you're good too! Mendax, you are the only one still stumbling around randomly. Everybody else is in control of their bodies. I mean, you're still in a maze. You're still dealing with the fact that you're in a maze. But you are at least capable of directing your own actions. So, G-Pain, what is your primary objective now? You are with Mendax, who is still kind of wandering around aimlessly. You watch as he begins wandering away from you. Do you want to
Rope
follow
keeps going
him?
tight.
Primary objective is I yank him to me and
Yeah.
say, I got this. I'll lead us. I got this trip.
Okay. Yeah.
I shall guide us through this journey. And I start looking for clues of even shit on the walls, or like clues in general, and do I stumble into that shit?
Yeah, make a survival check as you're moving around, but he has been doing a heck of a lot of that. While that's happening, Puck, what is your general idea of how you want to move through the dungeon?
There we go. I guess left hand on the wall, and we'll just start looking for any indication of anyone.
Okay.
We'll head east to start with.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival
That's
check.
relevant.
Yep. East and
What?
survival, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
And Frankko, so
Oh,
you're
man,
you're
what
with
the
even, and you're both now you're completely within control of your senses. So your
Survival
goal
is
is to move through the grates.
Or at least like go through them a little bit, explore what the situation there is. Like, Franco's attitude is they're expecting us to go through this maze normally, and like we can't play their game, we're gonna lose to that. So,
Okay.
Get through the grate, see where it goes. Yeah.
Okay. So you are both in a grate, and you squoze down. But I'm gonna make you both make a check. You two, just even and Frankko, make an acrobatics check. I'll just make one. Boom. So Frankko, yeah?
Can I follow Franco's lead?
Ooh, yeah, let's go with that. I'm too dumb to figure that. I'm too drunk to figure that out at the moment. But Frankko rolled extremely well, and you're following his lead. I'm sure his bonus is much better than yours.
Yes.
So educate me later how dumb I am. But I think you get his bonus, but I don't remember. It's untrained or something.
I'll find out.
Yeah, but in any event, yes, he's gonna lead you through. And Frankko, you find a not extensive tunnel of these drains, but you do find some. So you're moving through things, and you're able to find your way back to where you were. So you do find the old one that you found. Like this was not the same one, although it looked similar. It was not the same one, but it was a similar looking room. You got down there and realized it wasn't the same place. The dead mage wasn't there, but you go through the tunnels and stuff through the pipes, and you're able to find where the dead mage was. So you're able to find your way back to things. And you're
anything out there? Is it like metallic? Is it?
They're
sounds.
They're stone pipes with metal grates, I believe.
Okay.
And you're moving through them. And when you're on the inside, yeah. So it took, we kind of hand waved it, but it took even some work to open it from this side. But from the other side, it's much more easy to open. So you are able to move through the grate system unimpeded. So you walk around for a while. You do find your way back to where the mage was, and you continue on. And G-Pain in front. Yeah, so they're all looking for each other. All right. And let's see. Survival. G-Pain rolled a 16. Puck rolled a 6. Yeah. So Puck, you wander
It's
around.
a flat 6 in my defense.
It's true. So you wander around, and near the end of an hour, you do find a sign that says "even this way," like one of his earlier signs. So you begin wandering in the direction of what's going on, but you haven't found the fact that he's in a grate or anything yet. So you continue wandering around. G-Pain and Mendax roll a 16. You're looking for stuff. Yeah, you also don't figure it out. You are getting close. +5 for you, +7 normally. I don't understand what that means. What is... Yeah, Explain that to me.
Me,
Even
give
gets a
me
plus 5 because he has untrained improvisation, so he was already rocking a +2 that was coming from his level. So
Okay.
with Follow the Leader, I get my level to the bonus, which is 5, and then I also get a +2 because Jeff's
Okay.
Franco's an expert.
Okay, so yeah, so 18. You're able to. It's much harder for you. You're a big burly goblin, but with his help, you're able to move through it. So yeah, you guys are able to move. You're moving towards it. You're following Even and G-Pain and Mendax. You are going to bump into. Excuse me, the Minotaur.
Fuck yeah.
So let me find you. I'm really bad at
Has this been 10 more minutes, sir?
What?
You're
You weren't
not
sitting for
resting?
10 minutes. What do you mean? You're not resting. You're walking, right?
All right. Yeah,
And let me find your tokens. So yeah, so you're all moving, and I'm going to copy your tokens. Copy for 3. Good.
Should we run around and then call it?
What do you mean? Call what?
Just what I mean. Like the end of the session. I'm trying to end early.
Oh, it's
Or
it's.
end
Oh,
time?
you're trying to end early. Oh.
I don't know.
I was gonna start
Jeff-
a Minotaur fight. Can you do a Minotaur fight or can you not do a Minotaur fight?
I'm fine, but Jeff has to drive like 1,000,000 hours. So I
Oh,
was
fair
just
enough. Your call, Jeff. Would you like to fight a Minotaur?
Well, I'm not in this fight, so they.
Oh, you're gonna be in this fight because it's by a grade.
Okay, fair enough. Well, no, that's fine. I mean, just about 20 minutes. Like, that's a good amount.
All right.
Let's
We're
do it
do-
around.
We're doing it. So, G-Pain and Gimbolo and Mendax, you are all over here, and you hear the noise. I'm not going to bother opening the soundboard, but you hear the noise. You hear the mooing, and then we are going with this music. And the Minotaur, of course, runs in and charges. And he runs in and he's going to charge our boy
Don't
Gimbolo.
forget, he's 10 foot. He's 10 foot a movement slower.
Correct. I'm kind of just hand waving where you encountered him. He gets his charge is a double stride, so he can move 20 feet, 40 feet. So let's just say he comes around a corner and whoosh, and he's going to.
Would I have had a chance to inform Gimbolo and G-Pain that we need to hide because he's coming with the sound
Hide.
coming?
Well, she shouts and then turns.
I don't
the
care
corner.
about you.
Yeah, it's all one round. His first round is that
Okay.
shout, and then the.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna
I'm
be.
happy to kill this Minotaur.
It's gonna be an intimidate check against everybody. A 13 fails.
Ugh.
It does not critically fail against anybody. So he moves inoffensively towards you, and then,
It's that limp.
and then he runs at Gimbolo with a powerful charge. So he tries to gore Gimbolo. The horn. And 18 does not work, so he misses, and he comes up, and he roars at you ineffectively. And I'm going to start a fight. So I'm going to select all you.
I think this is Gimbolo's first activity since the plate mail, but let's remember.
Oh,
the
that's
plate
fair.
mail.
But he would just drop it. He'll spend an action to
Yeah.
drop it. So let's just mark these and use an effort. So, and Frankko and Even, while moving through the grates, you heard things. So I'm basically just going to move you over there. Let's say you're in the grate, you need to take an action to move out of the grate, but you are there underneath the grates while this is going on. And who did I forget? Puck. What were you doing? You were looking for people. You know what, Puck?
Yes, we were.
You're over there, Puck.
We were.
You're in this, Puck.
We were left hand on the wall.
Puck.
Nobody's not in this because we got half an hour left. So Puck, you're over here, like you're
All
further
right.
away, but you're here with your boy. Kirid, he got relabeled Kirid 3, but he is Raaul.
Oh.
All right, so everybody's in this. I'm starting a fight. Let me select everybody. Let's get this fight done, guys. Let's do it. Raaul is not
Let's do it.
fighting. All right, begin encounter. Mendax, you have 1 initiative.
Bummer.
You can always
All right.
delay.
Step one, I am gonna have to tumble through.
Okay.
Opposite of Gimbolo over here, or opposite of Gimbolo if possible.
Yep.
I guess you need an acrobatics.
Yes, I do. Because you could pull a Frankko and just fall. No, that's good.
All right. Attack number 1
Yep.
with flanking.
With flanking. That is a hit. The clumsy Minotaur is still pretty easy to hit, yeah. Yep. Nothing against that.
Okay. Second attack.
He is no longer prone, to be fair, but yes.
From flanking.
Yep. That's a hit. Alright, that's you.
That's 3 actions.
Yep. Puck, so you're all the way over there, but you see this happening. You heard the roar and rushed over.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6.
If you need to be one space closer, I will let you be one space.
No. I'm close enough, but
Okay.
I don't have I'm out of actions because
Oh.
that's a 2 action to zap.
Yeah.
I've entered zapping range, but have not the means to zap.
Okay. Do you have anything else you have one action?
And I do, but I've stated previously the shears were in hand, so I would have to
Okay.
finagle. So
Fair
I
enough.
think
Alright.
we'll just I guess do that for
Fair enough.
something to do.
Franco.
Okay.
And
let's
it'll
see.
signal for Raaul to stay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I guess we need to. Final action, I guess instead of shield, we'll sever the hair rope at the
Whoa.
It's
Sever
not
the
the
hair rope?
It's not the special one.
It's a different
This-
hair rope. It's normal.
We have the generic rope made of all haircuts that have ever happened, and then we have these special locks.
Franco. Of House Franco.
So Franco's gonna come bursting out of the grate.
Yeah, that's one action. Just pa.
Okay. Then he will use. Well, hold on. Let me see if it's successful before I do anything.
What are the how do you gain panache? I feel like
I'm gonna try to
bursting out of a grate dramatically. I feel like if it's a circumstantial thing.
It's
Well, I'm
dramatic.
gonna try to taunt him. Let me see if it's successful before I say what's going on.
That is not.
It might not be.
Yeah.
You got any hero points? It's
No.
11:42. Oh, okay.
Don't really have anything left.
Star knife.
I can't reach him. I think it's only 20-foot range, isn't it?
Well, you can take a -2 to double the range effectively. If you're willing to risk it.
I don't really have anything else for Doc to do, so sure.
Okay. Throw it, and we'll just manually. We can do a -2 in it or whatever. A 15. Now that even a 17 is a miss. So yeah, you throw it and it clangs against the wall and falls.
Okay.
Aeon PRD is down, which is wonderful. Okay, that's your turn. Even.
Even pops one shoulder out, and then a second shoulder out of the grate, and climbs on up.
Yep.
And he's just gonna move and raise a shield because I can't do anything else with 2 actions.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead and move. Raise your shield. G-Pain, you're in the shit. Who's taking how many actions? Tell me that first. I think you're muted. Everyone's muted.
God, oh God.
Oh god.
It'll be 2 and 2.
2 and 2. All right.
G-Pain will actually 3 and 1.
Ooh.
G-Pain will move back.
Alright.
He will cast enlargements.
Enlargements. Yes.
Enlargements. Make my boy enlarge it.
All right. I'll drag that on him. Oh, I'll drag both those on him. He's enlarged and he is clumsy.
And then he will hit. Bar.
There you go.
With massive fire damages.
Yeah. Roll your dice. Hopefully your dice all do it. That is a hit.
Massive fire damages.
He's not happy. He's not happy. He's roaring. Yeah, he takes that damages. Does your spell?
Yeah, this is embiggenedness.
Yeah, that's my question.
It's factored in. Looks like it's factored in, yeah.
And that 2d6 is? Yeah, enlarged. Oh, it's just plus. It's +2. It doesn't change your dice
sweet.
anymore.
There we go.
Good. Yeah.
Take
so,
it.
So he's hit and not happy.
With a flank.
Yes. That only matters. You don't have sneak attack, so that only matters for the hit. That's a hit. So that's you did 1 action. You did 3 actions. You moved and cast, and he attacked. That's it. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, now he goes. He is pissed off and surrounded. He can't run away anymore. So he axe swipes. He is going to hit Gimbolo and then flip around to hit Mendax without breaking a map. So Gimbolo, Mendax. Gimbolo, that is a hit. Mendax, that is a regular hit. Even with your minimal dodge, yeah, correct. So damage for Gimbolo, damage for Mendax. Gimbolo takes 15, Mendax takes 11. That was 2 actions with that, and he's gonna shout. He shouts, "Get in here!" And you watch as 2 Minitaur and 0 Minitaur with pointy sticks are going to enter the fight. So, Frankko, coming up behind you on the other side of the room, you see a Minitaur. And Puck on the other side near you. Another Minitaur is going to spawn. And they are there. And that's it for him. Mendax.
I'm feeling lucky. Let's go for it.
Finish him.
Yep, here we go. All right, attack number 1.
There we go. That's a hit.
Yay!
And you have sneak attack because he's flat-footed and whatnot. Yep.
So I've been very.
Yeah,
Wait a
yeah.
minute.
Still, you know, it adds up. Keep chopping that wood. You got it. That's 1 attack.
Is my weapon deadly? Why am I using a rapier?
I don't know. You're hitting the buttons.
Question.
It's on the wrong sickle, yeah.
I'm an idiot. It's on my fault.
You can
I don't-
we can change that here. I'll undo the damage and you can change weapons. That's I'm fine.
Every weapon's it's
Go for it.
actually what it was my fault. I was clicking on the wrong weapon all night.
All good. That's fine.
You're welcome, Joe, for all the less damage I
You're,
could
yeah,
have been doing.
I fully accept that. Yeah, there you go. Basically doubled your damage. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Striking versus not. All right.
Yeah, that'll add up. Okay, so there you go.
Again,
So
sorry guys, I
one.
should have been doing better. All right, second attack.
Keep on hit.
Says the guy that crit a thievery roll to undo a trap that would have murdered you. That's a miss. That's a regular miss.
Yep. All right. Last thing we're gonna do. I don't know if I have it as a thing. We're going to speak in his language and tell him that we're going to kill you. You are going to die. You have no chance in his language.
Yeah.
And you better drop your weapon now if you want any chance of survival. So for my intimidate check.
Yeah.
Wait. I believe I have 1 last hero point.
Okay. Yeah, you did have 2 when you started, so yeah, fair enough.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Diplomacy. It is a diplomacy check, right?
It's supposed to be intimidate, but I assume you have an ability that lets you use diplomacy.
Oh no. Actually, I do. You're right.
You have that Bonmot thing. I don't know what
Bonmot.
that does.
Bonmot. Oh, that's another one I can do. Bonmot's slightly different though. Bonmot lowers his resistance and perception. His will saves and perception. I'm trying to demoralize.
Yep. Yeah, so you got
Which is intimidate.
intimidate.
Which
Yeah,
is,
but you rolled a 1, so yeah, I failed the 1. That one will do it though. So yeah, so you do successfully frighten him. And he turns to you and snorts, but you can see in his eyes that he is actively frightened by what you have said to him. So he turns around to you, and he's angry and furious, but scared. So Puck.
We're gonna kill this guy.
Oh yeah.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Um,
So what you got, little green guy?
got one of those.
Ooh.
Let's see. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a miss. Do you have?
Do I? No, and I don't have any full cool stuff.
Oh,
All right. That's terrible.
yes, you have missed.
All right. So I have.
All right. Looks like we're back to Frankko.
All right. Well, now that the Minotaur is there, let's try to intimidate him.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to see if it works first. this guy.
I feel like this Minotaur has given you an advantage. Oh no! You have critically no. Correct. You did not scare the Minotaur.
Oh,
Tragedy.
all right. Let's see.
What's that? 1 in 8,000?
The rolls have been real shit for me tonight.
It's been amazing. Yeah.
It's been, yeah.
Massachusetts does not do well for your rolls, apparently.
We're gonna. I think I can. Let me see how many actions is this? Just one.
It's whatever the spell is. I assume it's 2. I assume wands are just like basically using the spell.
Okay. Well, what I want to do if I have enough actions is to basically try to get the rope that I have to bind to the to tie the Minotaur, the big Minotaur up.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah.
So I'll use it, and then
And it's not helpful because life is suffering.
let's see.
Spells.
Attempt a spell attack roll against the target's reflex DC.
Okay, let me find Frankko. I'm gonna just drag animate rope onto your sheets, and then in your spells, it didn't work because life is suffering. Okay, now it worked. I just added it. You have animate rope on your spell list now, just so it's easier to
Okay.
find it.
Cool.
And now you can do that. Absolutely terrible. I was really hoping it would give me like a button to do things, but yeah. So you're trying to bind them, yes?
Correct.
Okay, so open your sheet. There's a spell attack roll in the in your
spells.
spellcasting tab. I think you can just click on the +10 or whatever it is, right? Does that work?
Yep.
So try that. Make a spell
Yep.
attack roll.
Jesus.
A spell. The magic is gone. You take a -1 circumstance penalty to attack rolls until you score a critical hit. So yeah, so you try to shoot your rope out and you get it not tangled up, but like basically you go to whip it and it kind of just unfurls in front of you like you're doing a little really bad ribbon display at the Olympics. And it fizzles out and nothing happens. That was your whole turn, I think. Yeah, or was that 2 actions?
Yep, that was everything. Yeah.
That was everything. All right.
Oh my
Even.
goodness.
I don't really want to roll any more dice at this point.
It's alright. I blew a 3rd level spell. Just the last turn.
Even's gonna do standard even stuff. Before Even flies into a rage, he yells to Puck and Goblin, I may need healing. And then he flies into a rage and
Very,
goes,
very calm thing to yell. I may need
Terrible.
healing as I'm flying into a rage and leaping at the Minotaur.
before
Yeah,
he
we
flies
notice
into a
Even's
rage-
arm is dangling uselessly beside it.
All right, go ahead and roll it, buddy. Rage, move, bite. 19 is a hit because of flanking.
Hooray! Flanking clumsy, I'll take it.
Yeah, flanking and clumsy. Good point. Yeah, that debuff matters a lot. Yep. He is still standing. That's it for you, G-Pain. I think you got this, buddy. What do you got? What's in your repertoire? Muted. Yanina, is she a ladybug? Are you muted, Chirag?
Got him muted. Yeah, I'm gonna boost him.
Boost.
Boost. And then I'm just gonna keep hitting him.
That's a hit. That is a critical hit. So yeah, so we double that damage.
Ooh.
Wait, what just happened? Did you roll 3 attacks?
3 attacks.
That is a critical hit, a regular hit, and a critical hit.
All iterative.
All iterative. So the first one, first one. These are what kind of attacks? Are these?
Ventilated, triple damage, piercing.
Yeah, it's extremely dead. The answer, just keep rolling dice, but the answer is extremely dead, Minotaur. So describe what
Okay.
Gimbolo does. After you boost him, what does Gimbolo do to the Minotaur?
Now that he's huge and boosted, he lines up all of his roots and just in flaming order goes shoo, 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 and pokes 3 holes through, looking at Mendax and Even.
And he comes out with perfectly medium rare beef and a dead Minotaur. And here, we're back. So we did manage to end early. We can call the session, but he does have some items.
What's he got? What kind of stuff?
Are we
That's
hand waving the Minitaurs?
Yes, hand wave them. Yes,
100%.
100%.
slay them.
They are literally one-shottable things. Yes, correct. We'll just hand wave that you stabbed one of them, or they ran away. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're gone. So he has a great axe, which does not appear to be magical. He has a belt, a necklace, and 2 skulls hang off his belt that are magical. So I'll
Identify all them tits.
yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
go-
like that.
say that is one thing. So this is his pendant, his necklace. No.
No,
This
don't
is
say no.
astounding. You like
Don't say no.
Dog shit.
I
Yeah.
know, and you guys don't have terrible rolls in this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 people roll. Gimbolo, Frankko, Puck, Even. Is Mendax not even rolling?
No, Mendax is not my
Okay.
wheelhouse.
Okay.
Can I reroll?
You got a hero point? Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You go for it. Critical failure now.
All right.
That was G-Pain.
All right. No one has any idea what his necklace is. The belt. Go for that one.
For belt.
Go for belt. Success.
Hey!
Failure. This is a lifting belt. It is a belt that magnifies. You have +1 to athletics checks and increases the amount you can carry.
So an even item.
Oh, if you want even to be even more strong, you
Yeah.
could make somebody else who's not strong.
Even be stronger.
And there is another one, this last one. There are 2 skulls hanging from his. He's got many skulls hanging, but 2 of them are radiating magic that Puck can tell. Failure. Success! Gimbolo and Even. So Gimbolo knows what these are, and Even has experiences. You have found these on dead witches, Even. They are grim trophies, and they allow you to make intimidation checks against 2 people instead of 1.
Cool.
They are like
Very
talismans
cool.
that they are talismans that you use during intimidation checks. So, who wants what? There's a great axe, the pendant, nobody knows what it is, the necklace, and there's a lifting belt and a grim trophy. There's 2 grim
Oh,
trophies.
Phil. And can the rest of us roll against the other magical stuff? Just figure we'll knock that out while we have a minute.
Yes, but I'm drunk and
Stuff
don't
they
remember what it
didn't
is.
see.
and who
Yeah,
has
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
But
we'll
yes,
have to do that
we
after.
will hand wave that now because we got time. So, is anybody taking anything immediately? If not, we'll do it on Discord.
Even will
No.
take the belt.
I have dragged it to Even.
So I should take that.
Throw the loot on who can carry it.
Trophies.
Okay, I'll give both the grim trophies to Even. Who wants the pendant? And the great axe is not magical at all.
I don't even care about the great axe. Does anybody want a great axe?
Somebody on the boat will want it.
Okay, I'll put it on
We
the
need,
common
we
loot.
need weapons to arm people.
Not a problem. And I'm adding the pendant to the common loot. Anybody can take it from there. All right, so MVPs. Who did what well? Why? Who do you care about? What's the deal?
Even and Mendax for heroic bullshit. Bullshit.
Franco's great. Shenanigans were great. I guess all puns are intended, so I'll call that what it is.
I also feel like G-Pain and the G-Pain and Gimbolo combination between nailing that invisible dude, the
That's true.
Gimbolo was fucking
Yeah,
whacking.
Gimbolo
Gimbolo
MVP,
was on
as
fire.
usual.
Yeah, he made knowledge checks. He made perception checks. He found traps.
He did it all.
All right, /GM. All right, go ahead and vote. /GM. Tell me your names. I'll read morals while you're doing it. Frankko finessed the fire. Gimbolo MVP. A little on the nose. Did somebody say squeezing? Beat me. Mendax says, thank God none of my friends saw me miss these attacks. Even is absentmindedly chewing a leg of one of the Minotaurs when he... Raaul, I was taken here by the little things, the little cows. You were the weird one, says Raaul. Frankko says it's a squoze situation. And he moves inoffensively towards you. Go ahead and vote with your
They're all good.
emojis. Gimbolo has won. Gimbolo, which is G-Pain, I guess. So G-Pain, congratulations on being the MVP.
Hooray.
Emoji-wise, I think he moves inoffensively towards you is winning, so we'll go with that. And that's pretty much it. Anything else you guys want to say or note before the end of the session?
Thanks, Joe.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
That was fun one.
That was an amazing one. That was well done.
How did you like the split party? Like people like Nas, you did sit
Well
for a
done.
while. How you doing?
You know, it's not ideal in terms of like playtime, but it was such a cool mechanic, and I really enjoyed that. Like, well, you failed all your will saves, so now you're just wandering in this crazy gas, and you have no idea where anyone else is. Like, I like the labyrinth mechanic a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Cool. I
Yeah.
stole that very deliberately from another YouTube video, and I think it worked out pretty well. But I was worried about like the fact that someone could sit for like an hour and a half without playing, which is shitty. But I'm glad we got it all done. And hey, you all
good.
leveled to 6th level, so
Oh,
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh shit! You said Aeon's down, right?
Oh,
well, it's back up, I think, or it was down earlier. It was frustrating.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
think that's my cool thing.
Enjoy 6th
We got
level.
a week to get this shit together too.
Yeah, you only have a
Yeah.
week to figure it out. That's true. We play again next week.
I
I said
Puzzle
nervously, trying to figure out if I have anything prepared. But yes, yeah. So we're all good. Level to 6. We got loot to talk about a little bit. We'll do it on Discord. Doobly doo
Got
if
it.
you like us. Blah 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 blah. Follow. Blah 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 blah. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Blah 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 blah. Peace.